Debbie or Dan or Emma or Will.
Debbie or Dan.
Well, because I met you on the internet. Well,
But you met
you over the phone.
Emma.
That's probation doesn't want me to have anything to do with you. Yeah, I met Dan and Emma face to
Who am I?
face.
What's
Lions.
their dealio?
Ooh, they're the Ayrshire one.
Because you guys are a threat to them.
I like it.
Because you guys are on the internet and you do, you work with me. You're my friends and you care about me. And you do things for me on the internet that they don't want me to have anything to do with the internet or anybody from the internet.
Fucking internet.
That's probation.
Fight for your rights. Rights are never just given or handed over. You have to fight them.
That's right.
You gotta fight for your right to party.
My friends have.
Oh, Jesus. Look at that one line there now.
Well,
Yeah, fucking right.
I tried to call Debbie and
Yeah,
wouldn't
right.
put it through, but that's
a
okay.
hit.
I don't know why it's so cheap for you to
that'll
call
do.
me and it's expensive to call to Maine. Those people are bananas.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why either. That's odd, but it's all right. That works to our benefit.
Oh, benefit.
But, okay, so what have you getting for emailing my thing there?
Okay, I have an email from Lucha La Raza.
Hey, Lucha La Raza.
Who is that?
I'm trying to pull it up on Emma's Mexican computer. Her keyboard is in Spanish. It's a good thing all the letters are the same.
What's Spanish for apple?
Yeah, good thing you know Spanish, huh?
Or Spanish for devil?
Okay. I want to send the presents to you.
Or Microsoft.
Well, don't send one yet, because I'm not going to be here very long, okay?
Okay.
And you can't send them by Amazon and stuff like that. You actually have to, you'd have to wind up sending that from your house to...
Oh, I thought I could
Amazon.
put on your books and you could buy a Nutty Buddy or a Ho-Ho.
Well, you can do that.
I'm assuming they're chocolate bars.
I don't know how to do it.
Of some kind.
I'll just wait till you find out and you can tell me, because Emma lets me use her phone while she goes to the store. Larry dropped mine in the toilet. We're potty training together, but we didn't do a very good job the first night.
That's my girl.
It's my girl.
I'm trying to be a good girl for you.
It's my girl.
The probation will be like, Lenny's a nice girl, actually. She's not a tub dumper anymore.
You're awesome. You're awesome. I love you.
You're so fucking awesome.
We love you, and Emma,
Did I give Olivia Newton-John?
And he said he'd do an audio recording for you. But I don't know what else to do to help to make an advocacy on you.
As many people as you can get.
Like regular people too, like regular old losers like you, or you want like celebrities?
Losers.
Yeah, celebrities, regular people, anybody and everybody that you can get, that'll be a good advocate.
And they have to send in a letter to the judge, or do you want them to make a video presentation of why you're innocent?
Oh, look at that up there now.
I think a letter would be enough. But celebrities, I think it would be better to have a video or an audio, something. Probably an audio or probably a video would be better. But okay, what was you saying about the email?
Sylvester Stallone's gonna do he's gonna free Lorne.
He's good. He's happy, and he's getting really fat, and he's not that stupid anymore. He says Dada and Mama and Baba.
He's a stupid son of a bitch.
He's getting big fast.
Yeah, I told him, Grandpa's
get that piece of shit baby out of our lives.
He's a big, tough, scary man, and the member of the Bloods said, he's not a predator or anything. And Larry looked at me because he doesn't know English yet.
Hey, Lee.
Kind of dumb a little.
He's in the Bloods. Fucking 6'9", so snitch on you.
So please don't make Mama Linda get a job, please.
I'm trying not to, sweetheart. I'm really trying not to.
Gwen's gonna be driving track.
He said her
yeah, it's going pretty good.
Bad. I'm afraid she'll wrap a truck around a fire hydrant.
Oh my God.
She won't drive truck anyway. She would drive a regular car. But
she'd drive car,
not
track.
And trying hard not to get her not to do it.
She can drive a banana delivery truck.
I can to not have her do it. So I'm trying to get the hell out of here so I can get everything all paid myself.
I went today in front of Emma's house and I sold mugs for you. I made $32.
You're so beautiful.
I'm trying really hard. And I even contacted Debbie's old boss to see if she needs any
He's
more
in with the
voice
Bloodman.
acting, because I did
He's
a
gonna
voice
kill Tekashi 6ix9ine.
in a Nickelodeon show for a really annoying little girl, and maybe they'll let me do another one. It was
No,
like
I'm not gonna
$500
What's
for
my
only
shit
like
again?
a day. It was really good money. I
Scar
really
won't
want
put
to
it
help
in
you.
your- Cheaper archers.
I know you do, honey. I know.
Nice.
I know. Just try to get me out of here is gonna be the first thing. Out of here and out of this mess.
Out of this fucking mess.
I hope the judge goes easy on you. He needs to consider the fact that you have done your assignments over and over and over again. You're already done with that stupid class.
It's going to take a lot of
Hold on.
advocating from a lot of people.
I'm building out archery range in this place.
I think everybody should send an individual letter, and then they'll empty them out like they did in court with Santa Claus. Remember that movie?
Yeah. Yep.
They would do that for you, baby.
Yep. I think that would be a good idea. Individual letters straight to the judge were, well, even actually over the computer.
Judge Woodcock.
Shit, that would,
Look at my letters.
Too. Anything to help. Okay, what was in the email, sweetheart?
Alright, I'm looking at it right now. Emma has Mexican internet. It's not very good. Sorry. Okay.
Mexican internet, also known as Irish internet.
Armstrong, Bailey
Rural Ireland
Institute
internet.
for Mental Health. Hello, Mr. Armstrong.
Mine's not that bad though. But then again, I live in a town. Technically, I live in rural Ireland because I'm outside the main cities, but I still live in a town.
Spokesperson for our behavioral health center.
Still decent.
Okay, sweetheart.
And they put new lines down last year, and it's improved like 2 volts.
Okay, you want me to tell? I'll try to tell Debbie to be on board, and get off.
I think I'm getting like 30 megabytes or something like that. Last my check.
Get it?
Now dips every so now and again, like, it's not consistent.
Of the way this phone is set up, so I would have to have Debbie's number in order to call her. But just
ain't that bad.
By next week anyway. So,
the PlayStation still downloads slow as fuck though. That's a
tell her
PlayStation thing.
to enjoy her cruise and just wait till next week and I'll talk to her. Okay?
Red Bull, coconut, and berry.
A little bit after about an hour. Okay.
Okay, but one thing.
Yeah.
I can call from Emma's the house phone here and put it on speaker with the conference
not great.
phone. I can call Debbie like that for you, baby.
Okay, we'll try.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I'll get a chow before I get.
I don't know about that.
All right, ciao, baby.
I'll call you back in about an hour. Okay.
Ciao, baby.
Okay, I love you, sweetheart.
Yeah,
I love you more than anything. I love you so much more than the sun and moon and
And
stars.
remember,
okay,
Kayla Marie Armstrong.
Don't get fat.
I love you more than
Okay,
anything.
bye.
Ooh, boy.
Get on the plane.
What?
Get on the plane.
What?
That's gonna be me on Friday. Get on the plane.
Because I don't like the stupid bullshit you've done tonight.
And when I'm going to America, I'm gonna punch TSA agent. Punch him!
No.
Punch that son of a
You
bitch!
get your pants off for other people.
I don't have my pants off. I just said that, stupid.
Too bad.
I'm wearing a skirt.
Oh, it's a stupid thing to say to me.
He said so fucking stupid.
You're wearing a skirt, so you don't need to take your pants off. You just need to fucking lift your skirt up.
So I can pee and poop.
We're so classy.
Yeah, and you can just lift your skirt up for sex.
He's got such a way with words.
That's
And
weird.
loud.
I'm completely
Now,
amazed.
when I was
you made
near the
such
water the
a
last few
decision
times,
tonight.
I built towers, especially in the last game because I was Koreans, and they have better towers than everyone else. And it kind of backfired on me there, because it brought unwanted attention to me.
You're gonna lift up your fucking skirt and prove it.
Because they started shooting at enemy boats, and the enemy boats went, "Hey, fucking these guys are here.
Already.
Let's fucking attack them." Now, Judge Woodcock. He's a conservative judge, isn't he? So he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna take too kindly to Lorne like that. For violating probation. A whole lot. What else do I need? I should get more villagers in.
Are you
Why
gonna
are they not taking you back to the hospital yet?
Because
gotta
I'm
see
still
your
fucking
pecker.
doing drugs, yo.
Yeah, real fucking intelligent, yo.
Yo. Yo, it's me, Lorne. And I'm here to say...
Lorne,
I'm not boy and I'm not gay.
I'm not cheating on you. You know that, right?
No, you're just showing everybody else your tit. And
What's this?
I
I don't know
didn't.
what else.
I just said that, and that's not cheating. Cheating is sexual touching.
No, it's showing other people your fucking tits, too. I don't go around showing other people my fucking cock.
Why not? Oh, wait, you do.
No, you're the only one that I show.
You're the only one that I show my cock to.
Arrested. If you wouldn't get arrested for it.
Cool. Let's get her.
Don't even go there.
Don't even
Alright,
go
stop what
there.
you're doing, because I'm about to ruin the lyrics.
Oh my god.
The lyrics
Dropping
of
a
the song that
freestyle.
you used to. I look funny.
I look funny.
But you will be. But yo, I'm making money, see? So I hope you're ready for me, and I got around. I'm a new fool in town, and my sound's laid down by the underground. I dig up all the Hennessy you got in your shop. So just let me introduce myself. My name is Winnie. I got 2 big titties. Yo, Lorne, you know how you'd like to feel these.
No, you'd like though.
Yeah, I'd like to, but
Oh, called it, man. I've seen that. I think I've heard this before.
unfortunately you don't got
So,
to giving everybody else a shot
Edward
at it.
Longshanks, so we're playing the British. One of the civilizations are the Brits then. Oh, I guess.
Lorne, look.
Who are the others? Spanish and Byzantines. Okay.
My AAA card smells
Spanish are
good.
kind of worrying. Even though, I don't know if I'm...
No.
In a one-on-one fight with the... Well, I could outrun them with the plumed archers, I guess. The Britons. I could
No,
outrun their range. I could close in on
You
them
tell them
pretty
somebody
quick.
else to smell your cunt.
What?
Spanish, they've all gunpowder. I'm pretty sure they're
See, you
gunpowder,
tell- you
so
tell somebody else to
that's
smell your
worrying.
cunt.
And...
No, I
What was the
said
other one
my
again? Byzantines.
AAA card
Always hard.
smells
With Byzantines
good.
are always a pretty good civ.
Stupid.
They've been OP since day one.
Yeah.
Or they're not OP, but they've been good for since day one anyway.
Chop up all the fucking coke.
Yo, fat Lorne, come here. Are you ticklish?
No,
Yeah,
no,
I thought
yeah.
you're fat. Look at me, I'm skinny. It doesn't stop me from getting busy. I'm a freak. I like the boys with the food.
No, I'm a
I once
freak.
got busy in a Burger King bathroom. I'm crazy. Allow me to amaze thee. They say you're ugly, but I know it just don't faze me.
You got a freak in the bathroom. Oh, that's real indulgent, huh? Freaks
Why
are
would you
shit.
go over a fucking stranger's house?
Fucking hate Burger King though.
Cause I'm still getting in the girls'
Getting freaky in the
pants
bathroom
and
in
I
Burger King is
own it.
probably the best thing you can do there. The food's fucking
Is
yikes.
your chance. Take off your
As well,
pants. Oh,
As
take
far
it
as
off,
fast food
baby.
goes, Burger King is like, in Ireland at least, it's pretty low tier. I don't really like
Where's
it.
your friend and her boyfriend?
They're in their room doing the Humpty Hump.
I'm surprised you didn't join them.
Me too. My boyfriend called. People say you're Lorne. You're really funny looking. That's alright, cause you get things cooking in your kitchen. You're doing a
You think I'm
reality
funny
show
looking,
on
huh?
YouTube, and you can't see my boobs.
Am I that clown to you?
No, I can't, but everybody else can.
Everyone else can. See your boobs.
Oh yes, I'm being sincere. And when you
On
see
the
your
floor.
12-year-old girl, you tickle her rear. Your dick is big. Just kidding. It's lame. It's short like a pickle. I'm still getting paid. I get laid by my mannies. You know I'm in charge. I suck a big cock and dance. Penis is large.
Oh, you seen it, huh? How do you know it's fucking large?
Yeah, I can see you're being real intelligent.
Well, yeah. I just wrote a song for you off the cuff, yo.
You gotta do a freestyle.
Yeah. You just wrote a song for me and you had to include dance penis.
Penis.
Let me hear a little bit of that bass groove right here.
I need a source of gold. That's
That's
a bit too far away.
Can I tell you a little bit about myself? Let me tell you.
I don't really
about
want to commit guys to go in there.
It's
May not be
real
worth
easy
my
to do.
while.
Check it out.
But I think we might have to, because it doesn't look like we have any.
What's the hospital going to say when they see you're not in your room?
We
Yeah,
got
rope.
Dan, the black guy. Yeah, he's the token. Then you got Emma, because you know she is smoking. You got... I'm not going to mention all my other friends' names.
We know what?
But you got Winnie Weenie.
What?
Do you love me?
Do you love him? Do you love him? Do you love him? Do you
I'm
love
going to
him?
do the chump pumps.
Well, that's not a problem,
Are you there?
because if you're honest with me, you won't talk to him.
Yeah, I'm here.
And if you do, you'll lose
Why
him.
don't you talk to me?
I said what? I said what twice?
What?
When you were singing your songs about Dan,
Your song's about
you
Dan.
can't
Or
stop.
like a stump, I tell him, step off. I'm doing the hump.
I talk to you, but you're busy being fucking
Shoot
high
another
on
farm,
coke.
you know?
I would talk to you, but you're busy.
No,
looking
no,
like a
no,
bit
no,
of a
old
convulsion
found there
and
now,
going to
dear.
play this game. This is my dance, y'all, and Debbie's my sister's name. No
Can I
two
afford
people
that?
will look the same
No.
except us.
Shit. I'll need
We'll
stone
fuck
as
you
well,
even though you're
because I need
laying,
that.
Fucking, humping,
Yeah,
dumping,
humping.
dance around, shaking your rump.
I'm busy being responsible and doing my job.
Do my
Oh
job.
yeah?
It'll be a lot
Hey,
better
that's
like with
what
my
that
job.
PTO switch on again?
Heyo! Oh fuck it, I'll just go get that
Trying to
going.
make money so I can fucking
Fucking.
get the house more ready for when my fiance comes, if she ever fucking makes it.
Well, I'm trying to spit rhymes, yo. It's my art.
It's my
Oh
wife.
yeah, that's takes precedence over paying attention to what
Ah.
you're doing.
There they are, look at them.
McDonald's has 99-cent unsweetened tea, bitch.
Don't mind us,
The
lads.
hospital
We're just
can
coming
say
in
when
here
they see
now
you're
for a
not
look.
there.
They're gonna be like, hey, yo, do you think Wendy's out getting her pussy fucked? And someone's gonna say, knowing her, probably by some pedophile.
Pedophile. No, pedophile, huh? Real intelligent.
Mm.
That's not me, because I'm not
I'm from
so
out there, 'cause I'm way back here, so you know that's not happening. Me and you right now.
I love you. You're so hopelessly stupid and entertaining after a night of partying.
Yeah. After a night of doing fucking drugs.
Oh, yeah.
That you
I
promised
did
me
a
you
lot
wouldn't.
of drugs
That you
tonight.
promised me you wouldn't do.
Look at my urethras. Have I been doing drugs tonight? No.
You're the one saying you're
I'm
doing
not
fucking
afraid
coke.
to show up. I'm not on nothing.
Where are we at now?
You
We're
are the
looking,
one
we're looking
saying
alright.
You are doing coke.
We're gonna outmine these fellas.
I know.
They've only got a few on, like 2 or 3 miners down here, and we're just fucking.
No,
How much do we have?
It's not true.
We've like 10,
This is
10,
fine.
more than 10, like 12,
Oh,
13.
dilate. They're dilating.
There's nothing funny about it.
Oh, look, they get tiny when I do that. And then when I take it away, they
My
don't
people's
get
are
tiny.
dilating. Cool.
It's so cool.
I'm not going to attack their, and let their villagers be.
Ooh, now they're
'Cause I don't want to
tiny.
prompt them. I don't want to poke the bear, because I'm not fucking ready.
And big. It's a fun game.
Oh, a sheep.
I don't even know what game you're playing.
I'll give it to them as a gesture.
Dilate the pupil. Kind of like when you were in high school, you used to go help the kindergartners.
Because I've got enough food as it is.
Dilate your pupils because you've been doing fucking drugs.
And it's only 100 food, and I don't want to bother taking someone off farms. It just wouldn't be
Rubbing
efficient.
your ass.
Rubbing ours.
The dance floor, the guys, and they're giving them hugs.
There we go.
When I pee,
3,000 gold, just like that.
bitch.
Right from right under their noses.
Did I just do the 1980s thing like that? Holy shit, maybe I am on drugs. What was in that whiskey?
I don't know why you keep doing this shit.
I don't know why you
It
keep
had
doing this
hair on
shit.
it. It came from your back, cause I got a hairy back too. You and I together are gonna braid each other's
Oh,
back
shit.
hair. 'Cause we're both
Fuck.
really
Kill a villager, kill my own villager by mistake, fuck. Whoops.
But
Yep.
my tattoo guy did have to shave me on my back.
To quote Michael Seibert, a wise man.
Like in the middle, look.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Let's get them back on wood.
Who's showing you back to?
The fuck a man.
My
And let's go. Let's go up to Imperial.
What's his name?
Go on. What's his name?
Will they show their back? And my soul went back, yeah. Oh, look, I couldn't put my shirt on right. I'm stupid.
Good.
How did that happen? I have lots of tattoos, Lauren. I have a tattoo of your face on my butt. Oh, never mind, it's my anus.
So what's his name?
Yourmom.com?
Excuse me. Yes, I apologize. In fact, I got a chest coat hanging on a little bit.
What's his name? It's the Holy Diver guy.
Holy diver.
Holy Diver.
The guy you're showing.
You're showing
the guy
Geo
you're
your
showing
hog.
back to.
Or your back.
Yeah, my back. And my
My
neck.
neck,
and
my back.
dick. And my butt.
My neck, my back.
Yeah. Figured.
How you figure, Lauren?
I figured. Plenty of board there, you know, if we were
Doing drugs, just
if we were in
fucked up
Dark
things,
Age
people.
or Feudal Age, we don't
It's a
need
different pedophile, don't worry.
Got him.
He
Top
was
prediction,
getting
lovely.
blown up by a UFO.
I'm glad we have that. I wouldn't thought we would.
But I put money in the
Inscription,
card.
yeah. Get her going, get her going. Teacup, huh? What? What?
Give me drugs.
No, send it on a plumed archer. Just scout. What's going on?
When are you supposed to be going back to the hospital?
These guys are pretty fast. Because the Mayans and Aztecs don't have horses. They don't have archer or cavalry
I
units.
don't know.
Hello?
Probably tonight.
I assume there's some historical accuracy towards that. Or maybe that's just a gameplay balance thing. But they didn't have cavalry.
It's almost quarter past
I'm
one
not
there
sure.
right now.
Hey, you know how to tell time. Good job, Maine public school system. Maybe you should have taught your kids some manners too, though.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Oh wait, never mind. You're probably
I'm not the
using
one
a
doing
digital
drugs.
clock.
Judgment Day indeed. Not
the
the
one
relief
doing
it for
drugs
you,
to show
of
my
course.
tits to people.
But the
I'm not doing drugs,
Lorne
just
sent it to thing.
marijuanas. A little bit of alcoholism,
Aha!
and that's it.
Perfect. I need it. I need
Well,
it.
you said you were doing dope.
Thank you kindly for your
Ladies?
concern. Yeah, I did say I was. Oh, that's
You
right.
get?
I was doing coke.
Oh, Lorne miss, yeah, that too. Oh my god.
If you promised me you wouldn't. And after you know you've got a critical test coming up that will keep us away from each other. You get fucked up.
5 plus 3 and 8 range. Ah! Arbalest to be stronger than these plumed archers. Plumed archers are really fast. Look at them go. Holy shit.
Alright.
32, 32.
I would think you'd be
And
getting your
18
ass back to
you.
the hospital so no,
And
no
Arbalest are
questions are
cheaper.
raised.
Not in gold, but in food.
Okay. Oh, hey,
So you-
Gina!
So your probation officer doesn't
It'd
find
be
out.
handy if it was both, but
Your hair
that's
looks
just
great. I thought
visual
you just
thinking,
had
really.
sex. My hair never looks so good afterwards.
Winnie! Winnie!
A murder hose, finally.
What?
That's what I needed the stone
Do a
for.
body shot!
Do a body
Okay,
shot.
come here.
Also, I want a
You want
castle.
one? Oh, I'll get on
Another
you.
castle would be handy.
Can I,
Nope.
Oh my god.
No.
No.
Lauren? Here.
You cannot do that.
One.
You cannot
Go, go,
do a
go,
body shot.
Go, go.
Oh. I'm always losing track of the camera. Okay, so they're here.
I
Alright.
know, they know you're going to do it anyway.
Burn!
More
Oh
stone
my
there.
God.
Okay, I don't really need that.
So
Can I do
fun.
I kind of enough. I kind of enough.
You want to do a line now?
Fuck yeah.
Cut off some food resources with the enemy. I don't think they use them because they have farms now, so. But anyway, just in case. In case they do. to get notions.
Ugh.
You can taste it going down your throat. Shit.
Oh shit. God.
Fuck yes, it's good.
Oh, you gotta do like... My boyfriend taught me this. If you snort a line of water afterwards, it feels better.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I
Hold on.
tasted it's a joke. I pulled on you.
What?
It makes you taste it more.
Oh my god, Winnie. Winnie!
What?
But hey.
Suck my slippery nipple.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You can't do that, but hey. Don't you know me?
Here.
Oh my god, it's strong. I can smell it from here.
I love the name of cocktails.
You're so pretty. Maybe that's why Calvin fucks you.
That's not the only reason.
Oh,
Oh my God.
You let him do it in the butt, don't you?
This is getting hot out, huh?
Oh my god.
Okay,
Mom,
so
kill me.
Is your mom here too?
No, but if she finds out, I'll be grounded.
Oh. Lauren, don't tell her mom.
I'm telling you, Mom.
Yeah, okay.
I'm telling Gorilla Gren. Yeah, okay.
Lauren, I have 2 big jugs.
That's perfect time. Yeah, it's alright.
Somebody left their drink in my
It's okay. Where the fuck's your man?
I'm
I've
so
lost him.
drugged up. I don't even know his name.
Unless he got killed out there. Where is he, man?
Okay.
Ah,
Oh my
fuck.
god. You guys are too horny all the time.
He's lost. Lost the fucking plumed archer.
Alright, it's just me and you, Lauren.
You what?
Is he here? No. And he's not out
Me
here.
and you now.
Ah, well.
She went in to get her twat.
Too bad.
Probably.
You twat-legged. Piece of shit.
That was cool. He's so drunk now.
You need to be getting your ass back to the hospital.
I'm gonna bring your ass back to the hospital! Is that you sound?
A few out houses here, you know?
Time for a wet pussy. I'm 17. Oh,
Yo, what?
that's not something I meant to say out loud.
What? You what?
You what?
Huh?
Huh?
I'm getting it licked.
The buzzer.
Getting it licked?
No! God! No!
No, that's what you just said.
Oh,
No, I
just heard.
didn't!
That's what I heard.
Often what Lorne hears and what actually is said differs quite a bit.
Look at his Tina. It is so big. Is that...
Yo, fucking look at
the
it, it's
rock?
Tina. Jeez, there's no gold anywhere. Fucking hell. Bit dire.
Fucking believable.
Unfucking believable.
I got these cheeseburgers, man.
I'm getting a look.
Look at this stupid excuse for a Mario toy I got.
If you're ever tempted to pick up Red Bull Coconut and Berry, the Coconut
Who
Edition,
cares about this?
don't fucking bother. It's fucking dreadful. Oh, you nom nom, what's the crack? Yeah. Jesus.
I like
Jesus.
the spit out the
There
fire.
you go.
Oh, it's bingo!
Shove your Red Bull up your fucking
We can play
hole.
bingo together. Look, here are the markers.
Yeah.
I have a totally different outlook on this toy now.
Send the old buys out there now. Go on, lads. Jesus
Is
Christ.
that hot?
What's this for? Eagle Warriors of plus 40 hit points.
Everybody at the party and at the club was making out, and
That
I
doesn't
don't want to
affect
be
these
there
guys.
anymore.
The Eagle Warriors,
I get to finish my second drink.
oh, there's fucking gold right there.
All I'm doing is smoking marijuana.
Wouldn't you know, like?
And you're jealous.
And then drinking alcohol. And you just did a line.
And you're talking to the fucking
Okay, well,
guy.
that's also true.
Yeah, it was sick.
No, not good for me. It was horrible. I'm not trying. I'm trying
I think I'll just stick to normal Red Bull from now on. Whenever Red Bull try a flavored, like a different flavor thing, it's always shite anyway. Monster do nice ones, but Fucking the red ones are always drowsy.
Yeah, like you need it.
I was gonna sleep in my truck. I had a pillow in there and everything.
Do these guys have damage bonuses against buildings? No, they don't.
You obviously don't care about how much you fuck us up.
You obviously don't care about how stupid and lame you sound!
Lorne. Hooty-hoo, hooty-hoo, hooty-hoo.
No, I'm being responsible and doing my job.
No, I'm
Oh, shut up.
responsible
I
and
keep
do my
thinking about
job.
Emma's responsible.
Just
Gets sleep before she goes to work and stay up all night arguing with her boyfriend. But maybe.
you didn't say you was there with Emma. You said you were with Regina and Malcolm.
I know, but I'm just
Malcolm
telling you
in
the
the middle.
difference between you and a real
Yes,
responsible
no,
person.
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that question?
You're being real responsible. You're supposed to be at the hospital getting ready to take your test. That will help me and you be together. Evidently, you don't want that bad enough.
Someday we'll be together. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Lord Armstrong.
I'm drinking it anyway because I fucking paid for it, so I'm gonna have to suffer through it. Oh, I don't know.
I want to see you naked, Lorne.
I don't know if I want a chance attacking these fellas
All you
here.
gotta do is look at your phone.
We'll give it a go with it.
Okay.
What's the worst that can happen? They can counterattack us and kill us outright.
Take a
That's the
picture
worst
of
that
the
can
dog
happen.
pooping
I
the
know.
front spot. That's what's on my phone.
But sure, it's worth a go. I'll just make backup just in case. Oh, there's the
You
fucking
need to
archer
get
I
back to
lost.
the hospital.
Where are you?
Oh, how you boys?
You need to get back home.
I'm working.
Hey,
Where are you?
I'm in my truck.
Masturbation.
population limit. No, don't worry. Vodka.
Vodka.
Oh, fucking have had any. I would indeed. I'd be partial to now vodka Red Bull myself.
All right,
Oh,
Lauren.
fuck you.
I'm sorry, but you're a bummer.
That's because you're too busy doing coke, showing your tits.
It's because I ran out of Coke. Oh, wait, here's some.
Oh, great. Of course.
It's green Coke.
Ah. Well, fucking they quit already. What? Jeez, they're shy. They must have had nothing.
No, this is not an impressive night.
Must have had nothing ready.
Gina,
Which is odd.
can
They have
I
a relic.
please have this line of Coke?
They did not. Knock knock, who's there? Oh, they were getting attacked by another. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
No, 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 I don't want any of that.
Hello?
Good
Oh
look.
my god, you're naked!
We can fight them later.
Fuck!
Oh my god.
Fucking what the fuck?
Oh my
Can I
fucking
have
word.
this line, please, on the copy? Whatever. Okay, thank you.
Oh, it's
You
sexual
just walked
bullshit.
in on two people fucking.
As you
I
do.
didn't know they were fucking. I thought they were just like talking about planets.
Planets.
Yeah. I'm sure they were talking about planets.
I heard you fucking.
What?
Huh?
I just put my mouth on the door and said I heard you fucking.
Hey, what's going on there now? No? Okay. She get attacked.
Hey,
Oh fuck.
do you have another spot? Sorry, I'll just leave.
That's okay.
They're getting mad at me.
Let's just bring it back.
Well, do you fucking wonder why they're in there trying to have fucking sex and you keep going in and fucking bothering them because of fucking drugs?
Everybody gets mad at me.
With me, what I?
Stop doing fucking crap you're doing. You shouldn't even be there. You should be at the hospital.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm ashamed of where I am.
No, I do believe that.
Are we lads?
That's the one thing I do believe.
Let's just kill them so they don't get used against me at a later date.
I believe you wish you never would have went. But you know it causes friction between me and you.
I didn't even mean to go there.
Friction.
Yeah, well, you meant to go there because you told me you were going to go.
I didn't even mean to do it.
And I told you don't
you will.
do it.
Remember when you told
You
Kayla
didn't
that
listen
you
to
weren't
me.
going to go there, and then you went there and you said you didn't mean to go there even though you did the same thing I did?
Don't turn things around on me.
I'll turn you around and fist your butthole because you're my pussy bitch.
If you ever get here, then I'll stick my cock in your pussy.
Oh my
I'll
god.
get there.
The,
Don't
the
worry.
rate you're fucking, the rate you're going tonight,
I guess I'll
it's not looking very promising.
I'll tell you it's not promising. God damn it.
bit of a enemy.
Everything
Any of
you
my
had-
enemy of my enemy is my friend.
It's based around us being together.
With the Byzantines here.
Whatever, I don't believe you at all.
Whatever.
You know what?
I
You
don't
what?
believe you. You're a mean, mean man
You don't.
with a bad penis.
Oh, and Dan's
You don't
penis is so
believe me
great.
that everything that you and I do is based around us being together.
Yes.
No, that didn't sound too convincing.
Why wouldn't you believe me?
I have cacas in my eye and they're bothering me. Okay,
You
bye.
need to literally take smart steps.
What
Whatever.
steps?
You want to fucking hang up on me? Go ahead. I don't give a fuck for now.
Okay, bye.
You fucking strung on all fucking drugs.
Ooh, I got
Showing
this.
your tits off.
Coming to my trap.
Oh, yeah. There's still that. There's another line here, Lorne. I think she forgot about it.
There you go. Interrupt them again.
What?
Stop that shit up. Fucking don't hurry it up.
Can I have it? Bitch, what the fuck? Don't call me a bitch. We'll fight. I will fuck you up. Leave. I'll beat you up while you're under your man. Okay. I closed your door. I'm gonna take all her good shit.
Hey, you gotta smart.
I know, right? You gotta smarten the fuck up. He's a bit of a silly Billy, alright. With a small
What's
willy.
wrong with you?
I'm getting all of her stuff. I'm taking it with me.
You leave her shit alone. Listen to me.
Listen to me.
Unplug.
Leave her fucking shit alone.
Give me
I'm
my
getting
shit
off the
back,
fucking phone.
bitch.
You're too fucking stupid right now.
What the fuck are you doing? She's coming, she's coming, she's coming, she's coming. Thank you!
What the fuck are you doing?
What am I gonna do? Oh shit. I gotta hang up the phone.
That might go good, it might go poorly, I don't know. I could go either way, over there. Oh, it's not too bad, yeah.
Thank you for using Securus.
Securus.
You may start the conversation now.
And I put it on, and they put the number in, and Emma, just give me your ATM card.
I did, and I called, and it said inmate services. It's on my account.
Oh,
Okay, Emma, I only have $1.58 left on the phone right now.
she
So
can't hear you. I'm calling her on the landline. I can give you confirmation. I called Securus. I called Securus, and they told me, and they confirmed that it was put through last night at 7:53 p.m. our time here. I called and I checked.
here.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what to say. I gave the confirmation number to you. I gave it to the lady, and she said it went through. And if you call Emma's 915 number, then it's there. I don't know what to do.
I don't know either.
I'm trying, baby.
Listen, send $20 in a money order to the jail with a note that says this is for Lorne Armstrong's account.
This is for Lorne Armstrong.
Don't put any name on the money order, because I don't know if you have to put it to me or to the jail. So
What if they get it and write their name?
but put it in my name.
Oh, shit.
Like, what if they open
They're
up the
walking
money order
past them.
without a name on it, and they're like, oh, this is for an inmate, or for me?
No, they won't. Just put
Okay.
on the envelope Lorne Armstrong.
They don't have any,
They'll open it up.
I think I'm alright here.
Just put a letter inside. This is
Oh,
money
shit,
orders
get
for
the
Lorne
fuck off.
Armstrong's account, the phone account. I didn't know who to write it out to.
Okay.
They're honest here. They're gonna know that I have coming through, because this is all recorded on this phone anyway.
Okay. Foxcraft, Ben Dover, Pesquis
Ben Dover.
County Jail. I'm trying to look up the address.
Cataclysm.
Okay, out of close.
Trying to look up hang on, I'll give you the address.
Okay.
What's the address here?
What's the address there?
Court Street. What's the zip code?
Jail Road. Jailtown.
444 something. Hold on a second.
Orso Way.
Okay, address is what the hell is it?
I don't know.
Hang on.
The address is...
Okay.
Oh, what the hell is it?
It says
yes,
send it
Lorne.
next day, and make sure you send it next day, so we'll get it here tomorrow or Saturday, and I'll be able to have it put on the phone. So then I'll be able to call you guys as soon as we get to it.
I don't think this is gonna work.
5
if you can get
Court
Debbie.
Street, Dover, Foxcroft, Maine, 04426, for Lorne Armstrong, care of Piscataquis County Sheriff, right?
Piscataqua, yes.
Okay.
Piscataquis.
I'm sorry, I'll spell it right. I just can't make my tongue do the word.
We're gonna bail out, man.
Well, I know. Just
Good luck.
see what you can do to get.
Good luck out of here.
Get on my Skylight account and put money on there from that. Tell her,
Skylight.
ask her to put like $60, then you don't have to worry about it.
Where's that come from? Oh, Jesus.
But you can just try to send me 20, so that way it'll
Ah,
it'll
Jesus.
get on there.
Okay. Jail
You
call.
have 1 minute left.
Okay. Well, right now, as far as I know, I'll have to. Yes, I do, Rick.
Stop stuttering. You got
I
50
have
seconds.
to. Listen,
Listen.
I wanna go out, Rick. Hang on a minute, please. Okay. Right now, I will have to pay for the classes. He's putting the motion in.
How are you lads, man?
Um,
Come over here, will you?
calling the court this afternoon. Put the motion in to see when we can have another detention hearing. So it'll be next week. I should be out, but I'll have to
Okay.
pay for the classes myself. Okay.
Good.
But Winnie, please get money here ASAP. Please call Debbie. Ask her to
Call
ask her to
Debbie.
book with my Skylight card. I'll
Okay.
ask her to put $60 on here. then I can call you guys again today and let you know more.
I will try.
Okay?
I'm
Thank
gonna
you
call
for using
All
Securus.
right, I love you.
Goodbye.
I love you so much. Not.
Hi, beautiful lady.
How's it going?
Thank you for using Securus.
Good.
Well, it's going better than what it was.
Thank you for being a princess little
Okay,
princess.
that's a good start.
It's been rough.
Mm-hmm.
But kind of a rough day.
Little hungover today?
No,
Oh.
no, I just all the talking that I've done with Winnie and with Emma and Maria and class.
Yeah.
It's been hard.
Okay. Well, what did you guys talk about?
I figured out I need to stop my bullshit. It's just a lot of things that have happened to me bothers me. What bothers me, and I put it off on other people, and I get hateful because of things that
Fuck.
have happened to me on the internet. Because of the internet, fucking how to deal with the internet,
The internet.
how to deal with my thoughts, and how to live with the crap that I did, and why I go with Tony and Wendy's. How I don't want to go over Tony and Wendy's, but I wind up going over there. How I can't stand Wendy. I really can't stand Tony either.
Okay, well, why don't we kind of start there? Why did you go there yesterday?
I got just bored.
He's bored.
Okay, so
I got bored because I had plenty to do. I don't know. Marie asked me why I went there. Told her I don't know. So I was just bored, and I just felt like going over there. Even though I can't stand. I don't know, it don't make sense to me because
They don't make sense to me.
fucked me over, and Wendy, she just grosses me out.
okay, so
Gross me out.
seeing as that,
Promised you that
Ah. Oh, you
well,
bollocks.
I mean, seeing as you're talking about how
Give me a funny
you
bo-
don't like
Give me a
it,
fucking elbow.
it's
off the
kind
desk.
of strange that you would go there.
Well,
So what
see,
what is better? Hang on a second. What is better? What are you getting out of it then? That makes it better to go there than to not go there.
And even me to
I
go
like
there.
Tony, and Tony's really the only one that I like to drink with because he doesn't get stupid, and we just sit there and relax and have a few beers.
Okay, well, number one, it's not just a few beers, and you know that.
No.
You're going to start there. Again, if you're going to be honest, you need to
It's
be
100.
completely transparent, and you can't just
Yes.
brush it off as if I'm just having a few beers. I go over there. I like to go over there because it's fun, but yeah, I don't like
Okay.
them because they
Unit
take
production
advantage
is
of
going to be a problem.
and a lot of bullshit happens every time I go there. So it's really contradictory, the stuff that you're saying.
That's actually exactly the words I need to use because that's exactly the way it is. It's exactly the way I feel. What you just said is exactly the way I feel. I enjoy myself when I'm over there, and I enjoy drinking with Tony, and I do have more than a few beers.
How many did you have yesterday?
Say to get away from the trash.
100.
Huh?
How many did you have yesterday?
I had 7.
Are you sure about that?
About 7, I'd say.
I think so.
What about when you got home?
I had 8.
You had 8 when you got home?
No.
Fuck all gold.
I had 3 over at Tony's.
3.
I bought a 6-pack and came home.
So let me ask you, what is it?
Already bought an
that's
18
going on
pack.
in your head that makes it okay for you to get in your car after you've been drinking?
I don't know.
Ignorance.
That's not good enough.
It's not okay to get in my car after I've been drinking. I know that. That's why I don't know why I go over Tony's to drink, because this is another thing. When he doesn't fucking drink anything, I don't know why. It's fucking stupid. I got so much to fucking lose, and
It was stupid to do that, huh?
stupid as go over there.
I've run out of gold.
I've been drinking. I've got so much.
Great. I'm gonna have to steal someone else's then. If they have relics or whatever.
Why it would be so stupid?
Well, why does it blow your mind? It can't surprise you. You do it all the time.
Blows my fucking mind.
What do you mean never used to be? Are we talking 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I got incarcerated.
Okay, you're saying I was never like that, but since you've been there, you've done it a lot.
Too lot.
I know.
So I want to know what makes that okay. What makes it okay every single time you do it?
It's not okay. It's not okay for me to do it.
So what do you tell yourself then?
Not looking good.
In every sense of the word, it's not okay for me to do it.
But what do you tell yourself?
Somebody, I could really ruin my life, somebody else's life. It's not okay for me to do it. And I know it. I don't know
why. What do you tell yourself every time you're going to do it? Because you know when you make the decision that you're going to go over there, you stop at the store, you buy everything that you guys are going to be eating and drinking. You drive over there, you know that you're going to have to get home at some point. What is the plan? The plan is, as soon as you're done with the last drop, you get in your car and you start driving.
Yeah. And just to get it, usually it's to get away from Tony and Wendy.
Okay, so then you're gonna stop there too, because you had mentioned that you like to drink with Tony, and now you're saying you want to get away from them.
You're really confusing me, Lorne.
Tony that I don't want to get away from this. Wendy. She's so selfish, self-centered. If you go over there without buying something for Wendy, Wendy doesn't want you there.
Yeah, buy Wendy some shit, Lorne. Come on.
Another reason I don't know why I go over there. I just don't like him.
Well,
I like Tony.
Get some whoopie pies on the go.
I don't like the way he acts with taking advantage of me and with Wendy being so disrespectful to everybody. It's not unless you're her family. Like her brother go over there, she kiss his ass up and down. Friends go over there and help him out with shit, and she treats him like they're second best to her. The fucking woman, she's never had an honest day of work in her life. But
say the same about you, Lord.
He owes her. I don't understand why I even have anything to do with them. I'm not going to anymore because I told Maria today. When I talked to Maria today,
now you basically told Maria to go fuck herself.
I told her that I couldn't understand that. She said you want somebody to hang around, and that's understandable. But you're hanging around the wrong person. I said, yeah, it's something I realized years ago. She had me do up a list of reasons why it was a bad idea to go.
Do you have the list?
No, she's got the list.
Jeez, I really hope the Brits don't fucking attack me when I'm over here. That'd be really unfortunate.
Was it pretty long?
Well, with all
that's gonna happen.
All the things that we were talking about, it was a good list. And there's things that I need to.
I know, right, Kevin?
Do right. Reasons I need to not drink and not to go over Tony's, not to hang around Tony. The biggest reason was because he takes advantage of me. He doesn't respect me. I'm nothing but a free beer to him. That and someone used for borrowing tools and to help when he actually can do shit himself. Puts on this fucking pathetic, pitiful story of how my back hurts.
Now my back hurts.
And on his back like it really hurts. And no goddamn well it doesn't.
Same an injury?
No idea why.
Anymore.
No.
At all.
He's gonna come over for the yard sale. I told them they could come over, bring the stuff over for the yard sale. I mean, I can still be friends with them, just not hang around with them. I can text with them, but not go over.
Okay.
Not go over, not drink with them, not buy beer.
I wonder what Roy and Lorne text each other about.
My tools.
I wonder how that goes.
If he wants to use my pressure washer, he can come over here to use it. It's not going over his house. Because last year I let him use it, and I brought it over so he could use it. And he was supposed to spray his house down, wash his house down with it.
Herself sent me this great Snapchat today. It's of this guy in her class, and he's like, he just has his iPad up,
this year or what?
and that's fair enough. I use an iPad in class now and again. But if you look at his feet, he's wearing Lightning McQueen Crocs. What a look!
Doing anything with it.
I'll help you, lads. Don't worry.
Let him do that again. He wants to use it again. I tell him, you use it over here. You're taking over your house.
There you go, lads.
And what else did Maria say? Why did
you can do the rest?
Her breathalyzer?
Because she wants me to be able
or no, you can't.
to talk about things.
Whoa, where are they?
Like I'm gonna drink, she wants me to be able to talk to someone.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter who it is you talk to. Make sure it's somebody that's close to you that knows what stuff you're going through.
Okay.
Call me and you can talk to me. So if it's Dwayne, that class, the counselor in class that you call,
jackpot.
Leave voicemail on his machine.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's anybody
Boys,
else,
come in.
somebody else that you want to talk to about things, and talk to them about it.
Mm-hmm.
Please have more than one.
If you mess up, then at least call
That'd be
me or
great.
tell me or text me that
Two.
you messed up and you need to talk. I don't want to mess up. I want to mess up because I create a mess.
Accordimus.
Yesterday I was so happy yesterday.
And there they go.
Me and Roy was working. We got a lot of stuff done. Cleaning up the yard and everything. We got a lot of stuff done.
Oh shit.
I was so proud of everything that we got done.
Mm-hmm.
Then I took it fucked up and went over to Tony's. When I took Roy home, I went to Tony's after that. And I'm sorry I fucked up. Sorry for going over there when I told you I would.
Well, don't apologize to me.
All I need
I fucked up.
I promise you that I would drink.
Yeah, but I knew it was going to happen.
I didn't want that. Stupid fucking up.
The one thing that I know is that
Ooh, look at
life
them.
isn't about being perfect. And there's a difference between, like, I think sometimes you think in terms of being perfect as like, I'm promising that I'm not going to drink again. And I'm not perfect though, so I'm going to go over Tony's. I'm going to drive drunk. Whatever it is
Fine.
you're promising,
I drove fucking
you give
drunk.
yourself a little bit of an out because you say you're not perfect. And there's a difference between things that, you know, are just a matter of being human.
Lovely
that
jubbly
make
boys.
us imperfect. And
Whoa.
then there's other things that are intentionally done.
Fuck
when
you.
you're thinking about an act and then you go and complete it, you can't toss that up and say, well, I'm not perfect. I know I promised, but I'm not perfect.
Can't steal my fucking relic over
So
here.
it's kind of like, I'm not perfect, so I'm not going to be in a good mood every single day. Or I'm not perfect, so
Get that
sometimes
bastard.
I'll wake up on a Saturday and I don't feel like doing anything. I feel like hanging around, watching Netflix, not doing the whole entire to-do list that I normally have planned.
Yoink.
But those types of things are just kind of like human nature, and we toss it up to just going with the day, and it's not a big deal because it's not having a major impact on your life.
It's not
But
a big deal.
With me messing up, it has a major impact on my life.
It does. And the other thing along with that is
Lorne
that
doesn't just mess
you're
up, like, you
doing
know.
things intentionally.
He
The
messes
things
up
aren't just
catastrophically.
happening. You're not just waking up in the morning drunk. You're
Fine,
driving to the
I woke
store,
up
you're
drunk.
buying everything with money that you don't have. You're driving over to Tony's. You're sitting there. They're pissing you off because you know that they're taking advantage of you. They're making comments. Wendy's being disrespectful. You get in your car as soon as you're done. You
Let's find
drive
these
drunk.
Brits now.
You come home. You start
Where they at?
disrespecting everyone, including me.
They love light
And
cavalry
then
for some reason. I don't know what.
the tears start.
I don't know what the deal is with that.
I'm so sorry. I mean, what is there to not understand?
And if they do,
It's so
you still
clear.
continue to use that. I've just the
It's
counter.
like every single thing.
No,
It
idle
seems
villagers.
like you do.
Not a
your
soul.
Answer when you're questioned about it is, I don't know.
I don't know.
Why. I mean, are you
Or
just
is you?
somebody who's floating in the breeze? Like, oh, the breeze is taking me the other way. I'm going to the liquor store. Oops. A beer. Oh my gosh. How did
Aha.
a beer get in my hand and why am I
They're
drinking
there.
it? I have no idea. idea.
That's a bad coincidence,
messes me
huh?
up, though, because I drank.
I drank.
I wasn't thinking about
Oh, drive fucking
anything. I was
drug.
happy. I wasn't
Tag
thinking
bonus
about
versus
anything
monks.
from
Okay,
the
yeah.
past. And everything
How about
today
no?
came out again. Everything that I said to you last night, everything that I did.
Perfect timing. I can let the relics do the magic there until I can afford.
Went off the handle, and all I could think about is why
Foraging.
does anybody want to
So I can afford this upgrade.
do with me with the fucking past that I had?
My pizza
So-
shit, Lorne.
Fucking charge bothers me so.
Bothers me so
Yeah, and it
much.
should.
Shaky Lorne, he's vibrating.
I mean, I think that there's a lot of people that are going to be in your shoes. Some of
Yeah.
them are sitting in prison
Ah,
because they
fuck.
killed someone.
You bastard.
Some people are sitting in prison because they were driving drunk and they killed someone.
Well, I can afford it. Alright. Great.
That could be it. They could have stolen a crap ton of money from someone and now they have that guilt too.
And Lorne's did that too.
They can
Ooh,
have
that's an
charges
expensive
that
upgrade.
they don't just go away
Sure.
and get swept under the rug. And these are the types of things that
Oh,
shouldn't-
really?
what you did should not be swept under the rug ever.
Marie
Ever.
tells me that I need to get past it and I need to move on in my life. And all I can tell is, do you realize what I fucking did?
Well, she's not talking about.
Yeah, I
forgetting
realize
it.
what you did, but yeah, I realize what you did, but you can't kill you. You beat yourself up for it all your life.
Well, there's a difference.
You fucking
here.
animal, yeah.
There's a difference.
Homer
saying,
Simpson, you
I did
fucking animal, yeah.
something terrible. I did something so bad, and I can look at the bright side of it too and say it turned out a lot better than it could have, with there being an actual victim that you then would have to be responsible for.
I'm not from Dublin, but swear words are
But
infinitely funnier
there's
in a
a
Dublin
matter
accent.
of drawing a line in the sand and saying there's nothing that you can do to go backwards. Are you going to hate it every day? Yes, absolutely. And you should hate it every day. But you have to go on with your life. You have to wake up again the next morning.
Geez, 600 gold, fucking hell.
You have to
A bit of a
do
wait
all
till
the things that
I
make
get
up
it.
your life, whether it's take care of your dogs, go to work, talk to your mom, take care of your house. You do have to move on.
My dogs are spoiled.
Absolutely. But there's a difference because there's going to be no forgetting it, and you never should forget. I think that it would be scary if you did forget. If you said, you know what, this is something that I did 10 years ago, fuck off if you have a problem with it.
No, I can't be like that because I have a problem with it.
You should, absolutely, and that's good.
Oh, German is
I have
really
nothing
aggressive.
to do or
I'm going there over the weekend, so I'll get to see it firsthand.
I mean,
Stop.
what I'm saying.
You have to, nope, stop. You have to stop. Wait a second. I'm not going to let you do this again.
You gotta let me finish.
No, you have to let me finish first.
Okay.
I don't want to hear, I didn't want to go. I don't want to hear that.
I didn't even
Really,
want to
what
go.
it comes down to is, I didn't want to be that guy.
Come on.
who
Not
did
even
that.
now.
Because
That
you
is
know.
what I'm saying.
Okay, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Because you know what that means. You know what people think. You know what people think when they think about you and when they hear about
Yeah, I
you.
can't wait.
You don't want to be that guy, but you were that guy. That's what you
Like
have
all
to accept.
holidays, the most
You can't
important
be in
thing I'm looking
denial.
forward to is the fucking food.
Say, I'm not like them. I'm not like the other guys who went there. Because you were exactly like them, Lorne.
I know it bothers me.
It should bother
It
you.
bothers me.
But here's the
I've
thing.
never in my life wanted to be that guy that did
I
that.
didn't want to
You
be
were
that
that
guy.
guy.
I didn't want to be that
I know.
the guy.
That's not so easy to accept, though.
You have to. You have to accept it.
It's not easy to live with.
I know, but you have to. All of this time that you've been saying to yourself, I didn't want to go there, has been blocking you. And it's blocking everyone from being able to move on from it too. I would be almost willing to bet that that's the reason why you're still in that class. Because you're still differentiating yourself from everyone else
Okay,
who's there.
perfect. About all the grades?
And you do.
10 damage. It's
The
gonna...
punishment that you
They're not
want
even using knights or paladins
is
or
well-deserved.
cavaliers. They're using fucking light cavalry.
The
Well,
fact
last
that
time I checked they
you
were.
be inconvenienced
So it's gonna melt through them.
and have to be on a registry and have to have your picture taken, go through.
Well, let's
all of
hope
this
they haven't
not
changed their
to
strategy
to
since I last fought
a
them.
regular citizen and have
Because they keep
access
using light cavalry.
like the internet, which is
And they
something
still
that,
have the archers, though. The archers are going to be a problem.
you know, it's important for everyday life. I know I use it all the time. I do everything on there, banking, all kinds of stuff.
You have something on there.
So the fact that
Let me go on.
you're kind of grounded from that, like you can't have this. You
No
can't
internet
have
for
that
a week, young man.
privilege
Come on.
and that freedom to be able to do it because you can't be trusted until you prove that you can be trusted, legitimately trusted. And I'm not talking about just words, because we know that your words have been bullshit this whole time. But I'll say it again because it's really important, Lorne. You can't say I didn't want to go there anymore.
You're there. And yes, they're using the fucking cavalry.
It doesn't.
Fucking awesome.
It doesn't work.
I'm actually going to melt through
I
them.
know what you're saying. It's not...
I never want to hear you say that again.
I won't say that again.
What are you going to say instead?
I never wanted to be the guy that did that. That's actually the words that I
Hey, Ender.
meant.
I'm back, you bastards.
Never said it.
Oh, how'd you know?
I think that
that fucker first, man.
was going to be too hard for you to say.
Yeah, bastard.
I think that you really did mean I didn't want to go there. Those were the types of things that you wanted everyone else to hear. Because like I was saying before, you want to differentiate yourself from everyone else. You see people that were on the show like this Lurch guy.
Lurch.
Where you talk about how disgusting. The people who have been convicted of molesting other children. People who have been caught before. There was one guy who showed up at the house and then the very next day showed up again. Not at the same house, but
I'm trying to get something to eat.
You know, the same operation.
Hey, man, he's just looking, trying to get something to eat.
You know, there's guys
Give a guy
who
a break,
are
man.
naked. There's guys who
Marvin,
brought
you're
alcohol
naked.
and all kinds of stuff. I mean, but you have to understand that you're no different from them. You were just as dangerous. You were a predator.
That's not what I wanted, though.
I know. Nope.
It's not what he
When you say
wanted.
that's not what I wanted, you have to change those words in order for them to be actually correct.
But I need you to listen to what I'm saying, though.
I will listen. I will listen, and then I'll
when
correct you.
When I was sitting there talking on the computer, I never wanted.
Hello,
to,
computer.
In my head, I knew I didn't want to go to the sing house.
Okay, what does that mean? Why not?
Just because it was just something to do, just sit there and talk to someone, and she made me feel like she cared.
Okay, but wait a minute.
After being so used by my family and feeling like nobody cared.
Okay, but wait a minute.
And that's what kept me talking.
Okay, but wait a minute. What do you mean you didn't want to go there? Why not?
I mean, I did not want to go to the Sting House.
But why
I'd
not?
sit there and talk all day, but I didn't know why, because I knew in my head that it was wrong.
Okay, why was it wrong?
You know, I was going to do that.
Because she was underage. She was 13.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to be 13.
It was wrong for me to do that. It was wrong for me to do everything that I did on there. But in my head, I was telling myself, I'm not really going to go there, so I'm just talking to her. Then it got out of hand, doing what I was thinking, and I wound up doing.
Okay. Can I ask you something? And we
Yeah.
had touched upon it the last time that we talked. The first time that you were talking to her, the very first day, when she
Those
said
boys
she
are
was
determined.
13, and you were talking about how you're a good guy, don't talk to any other guys, and then it turned very quickly, and you said something like, "Did you ever
see anything that made you say wow?"
Say wow. And what you were talking about was like, I'm assuming that they were, could say something sexual in the regular chat room that you guys were hanging out in. Okay.
Ooh,
So that was your first line.
Yeah.
Because that's what you were gunning for.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about you were feeling low because of experiences that you had with your family and your life was
fucking hell, the Halberdiers absolutely melt.
Against you. You had that whole situation.
That like cavalry. Fucking hell, that was like 40 damage in one hit. Holy shit.
You had to bail out of there. So you went to Nashville and then you were getting on the computer.
And light cavalry aren't the strongest unit to begin with.
Before it started turning into something about being
cheap.
in love with each other.
They're cheap for a reason.
Before then. So I want to know, why did that happen? Knowing that she was 13, what turned you on about that?
I don't know.
Got my jollies.
I don't know.
I want you to think about it then. It did turn you on.
This is the thing is, I think about it all the time. Why would I allow myself to do that?
Okay, so not only there's two different things.
It's not what I wanted to do.
Well, there's two different things. There's two different things that happened. There is something that is going on in your mind where you're getting turned on by something, and then there's the actual expression of that. So
that'd be a smart idea.
About Kayla
Got you fucking use them.
that turned you on.
There's something about Kayla. It's my favorite movie.
In your mind, you're thinking
Cameron Diaz, Ben Stiller.
But I know that I shouldn't do this. This is pretty out there. I would definitely get in trouble if somebody knew. But I'm turned on.
No, what fucking is that? That was a waste.
It's not even going there. I'm talking about the very first thing when you said, "Did anyone say something that made you say wow?" So it was fresh in your mind.
I was trying to find out if she saw anybody say anything sexual in the room.
Okay, and
sexual.
Wow.
And why would that be? Because you wanted to find out if she liked it.
Maybe.
I'm
not gonna say no because it's quite possible that was the reason. Something messed up at the time.
So messed up at the time.
You're going back to
the outer rivals.
Not understanding it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna help you try to understand it. You're going back to the same things you always say. I was messed up at the time. I don't understand. I didn't want to.
I've lots of gold.
I don't understand because I've never been like that.
You.
Trebuchets.
I've never done that.
Lorne, I'm going to help you. Hopefully understand. In order for that to happen, you have to take that away because that is your protection.
What you call an Irish siege weapon? Trebuchet.
Like, no. Thinking that I'm a child predator is way too scary. So I need to throw on the things of, that wasn't me. I was really messed up at the time. A lot of shit happened. My family, blah, 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 blah. That's your protection, and you have to take it away. Because I need to help you understand why.
I don't understand how I could do something so disgusting when I've spent my whole life protecting kids.
What the fuck does he mean by that?
Okay. So
that's a dodgy statement for Lorne to say.
Last time too is that
it's a bit dodgy, alright.
Provides a platform, or it provided a platform.
That would be tards. Come on.
Kind
on
of
the boys.
Into this fantasy that you had in your mind, something that you wouldn't be able to just do in your normal everyday life because that would be way too scary. Approaching a girl who's 13 years old and talking sexually, saying something that could scare her so that she tells someone, that's way too much. And that's like, there would be immediate consequences to that, either by parents or schools. The cops would be knocking at your door. End of story. But somebody who's on the internet, it's again another safety net. Somewhere that you would be able to engage in that and be turned on.
Of course, makes sense now. No, I'm not.
That turns
perfect sense. Great strategy.
Be able to do. That's
if you're a pizza, should.
Into play.
Because
so that
wasn't a real thing.
No, it's not that it wasn't a real thing, but it wasn't something that you were engaging in your with the people around you. So you weren't just going to a playground and chatting it up with a 13-year-old girl. You were doing it in the safety of your home, where you could hide. And if something scary happened, like, you know, she says that she's scared, or her dad gets on or something like that, you could just shut down your computer and completely throw it away or something like
Please
that.
ignore the trebuchets. Please ignore them.
Why I didn't think.
Come on, yeah, there we go. Lovely.
Why it wouldn't affect anybody.
Please ignore the petards.
Doing that.
Fantastic.
Okay, so that's the reason.
So many people.
They're not here.
That's the reason why you did it.
Shit. They found them.
You didn't think it was going to affect anybody. More importantly, it wasn't going to affect you directly. With the scariest part of the whole scenario is getting caught.
Yeah, that's definitely the scariest part of the whole thing, and I know that.
So then being on the internet took that away. So.
I'll get the cost at least.
I want you to tell me.
It's not a whole lot, but it's something.
I want you to tell me
how I could bring myself to do that.
Well, it just ties into what we just talked about. I think it was you felt safe doing it. Being on the internet made it safe for you. So now that that safety net was there, I want you to tell me what turned you on about Kayla.
Because somebody was paying attention to me and not wanting something from me.
You sexy little thing in the pool right there.
That point, though. I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm talking about the very first time that you talked to her, because you're talking about.
First time. Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. Is when I first started talking to her, I really meant to be just a nice person, just to give her somebody to talk to.
The older brother.
Would you have done the
That's
same?
What I say when I said I never meant to.
Okay. Would you have done the same for a 13-year-old boy?
I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't have.
Why not?
Because it was a boy.
Don't tell anybody from the internet your last name, your phone number, the school you go to.
Okay, so that sort of chips away at the I wanted to
Or where are
be
you
a nice
at?
guy story.
There are some real weirdos on here.
So then, I want you to continue, and I want you to explain what turned you on about Kayla. After all of that, I want to be a nice guy. Don't ever give anyone your name. Stuff like that. Because we're still talking about the very...
Fucking hell, they have so many gases.
Tell me what turned you on about Kayla so that you turned on your camera and showed her your...
My cam. You want to see me on cam?
It's so hard for me to talk about.
I understand. I understand that it's really hard for you. Because you know what it means. You know what it's saying about you.
That I had bad intentions.
Lorne's hard.
From the beginning.
What were the bad intentions?
It's wild for me.
A 13-year-old girl.
Hey, oh. You said it right there.
So tell me what turned you on about that.
Just the thought of it, I guess.
Okay, so what's the thought of it?
Just the thought of it.
What about the thought of it is exciting to you?
I don't know.
I know it's really hard to talk about. I know that it is. And I think that... Yeah.
It's real hard.
But this is what Maria's talking about, you moving on.
What time of day is it?
You have to get
10
past
to
this
10.
stuff. You have to get it out. I'm sure that it's been bothering you this whole time. I'm sure it was bothering you back then. You had these thoughts in the back of your mind. They were there. It didn't just all of a sudden happen that night. You had them. And that's such a burden.
Oh my god.
Because there's a side of you that knows. You know. You know that you didn't want to be that guy.
Ah, fuck yeah.
So I want you to keep pushing. You're a lot stronger than this to just stop yourself.
The thought of having sex with an underage girl that was a virgin.
Oh my god.
Okay. And what was exciting about that for you?
I have a fantasy.
Underage girl that was a virgin.
I have interest in younger girls. Better as you mind.
So about it being an underage girl who's a virgin, what were the types of feelings that you were having about that when you would think about it? Like what was something in particular that turned you on when you were thinking about this? When you were having your moments alone, what would you think about?
When you're having a wank. A wanky poo.
Oh god, that is fucking hard to talk about.
Talk about.
But like I said, it's going to be freeing for you. It's something that it has to happen, Lorne.
I've never gone this in depth talking about it with anyone.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're able to do that today. So I want you to take a deep breath, and I want you to keep going. What did you imagine when you're having these fantasies? When you imagine yourself back then,
Having a wank.
what did you fantasize about?
And a wanky poo.
We said a younger girl, underage, who was a virgin.
He put the towel under the door so he could have
Tell
a
me
wank.
about that.
His neighbours wouldn't walk in.
Oh god. Her being naked and me being naked with her. You try to be gentle with her and
Be gentle, Lorne. It's my first time.
What was that?
oh god, you didn't hear it?
I didn't hear the very last part. You said being gentle with her, and then I think it might have cut out or something. What else did you
Trying to
say?
be good and trying to be good for her.
Exactly
What
right.
do you mean good for her?
Gee, wank.
Being gentle with her.
Okay.
No, I mean being gentle.
So you wanted to give her her first experience.
Yeah.
And what was exciting about that?
I guess just being her first experience.
I fucked
That
the
would make
first.
you an important
No, I
part
held
of
the
life.
first.
Maybe that was part of it. Maybe this is I wanted to
Face
show
in my
that I
cock
cared, like she
will
cared.
always
She
be
cared.
more.
Okay. And what else attracted you to her?
Her hair.
No hair. I like
What,
blonde
her blonde
hair.
hair, you mean?
Yeah.
Ah, he's one of those motherfuckers.
She's like blonde.
Those jabronis that like blondes.
She was showing me that she cared about me and that. And then
Thankfully herself is, so
Well,
that's
that
good.
happened later. That happened later because you had about a month to talk to her before everything happened at the end. So
at
we're
first it was
still.
just me being horny.
You were horny. Okay.
I kid, of course.
And how did you feel when you found
I'm
Kayla?
Hawaiian.
That must have been really exciting for you.
What do you mean? How do I feel when I found Kayla?
Well, I mean, she's 13. She's exactly what you were looking for.
No, that's where I gotta start because she was not what I was looking for. I wasn't out looking for a 13-year-old. I didn't. When I went in the chat room, I went in an adult chat room.
Right.
I bet he did, alright.
I
I was
understand
not
that.
I was not looking for that.
Right. But you found her, though. So when
Yeah.
you found her, how did you feel? Were you thinking like, oh, finally, this is
Jackpot.
my ultimate fantasy that I can't tell anybody about?
The stuff that I'm talking to you about, I've never gone in depth
Ugh.
with anybody, including Emma or
Gross.
me,
Okay.
with this stuff.
What about
Like
with
that.
Allie?
Scabs, ugh. Well,
with Allie, I'd never go this in depth with Allie about it either. I've never been this in depth with it with class. To go this deep into my thoughts.
I can tell you that they probably already know your thoughts, and they've been waiting to hear them.
Well, they've heard some of them. They haven't heard this in depth.
Just wait till you build it, and I'll just knock it down again.
The problem going this in depth because I hate thinking
Ah,
about
you fuckers.
doing what I did.
Right. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid. You just do it.
Yeah, like ripping off duct tape.
You just do it like Nike.
Yeah, duct tape. But you just do it because it has to be done. It has to be done. And that's how you can get the help that you need. When you're talking to Allie, or when you were talking to your class, and when you were talking to Emma, you knew these things in the back of your mind. You knew that they were
so
there.
Gross.
And it was way too scary for you to say them.
Dirty
And
beggar.
unfortunately, the flip side to that is that they're not able to then help you
You
the
box.
best way that they can.
It's hard for me to deal with. It's hard for me to live with. It's not the guy that I ever wanted to be.
Right.
I wanted to be a music
And
star.
unfortunately, the internet gave you that ability to be that guy.
Fucking mad at myself for doing that.
When did you start getting mad at yourself?
When I did it.
When
When I did
when
it.
you did it?
When Chris Hansen walked out,
Okay.
I was like, fuck. Fuck is going on?
That second when he dropped that immortal line. When Casey dropped that immortal line. I like to sit on the edge of chairs. And he was like, do you?
Well, yeah, but it was an adult.
And then
you
Chris
weren't
Hansen
expecting an
turns
adult.
that corner, and his light ends.
Well, that's
Just
what
like
I thought
that.
it was.
Quad was born.
Either a father or a cop.
Mhm.
I didn't know who Chris Hansen was. I'd never seen him before in my life.
That's fine, but like I said, it was an adult
Crucifixion.
male walking
Yeah.
out.
Straight white
But
male
obviously
walks
you
out.
didn't know why you were there.
Yeah.
So you were mad at yourself for getting caught.
I was mad at myself for getting caught. I was mad at myself
Quad.
for going there to begin with. So I knew better. I even said that in the conversation.
What
when
did
I
you
go,
say?
I could wind up going. I could wind up going to jail because of it. I said that earlier in the conversation.
You'll get in trouble. I'll go to jail. I'll be the registered sex offender for the rest of my life.
One of the reasons I didn't think about what doing it because I knew better, and that was one of the reasons I didn't want to do it.
But the chance that she was real was better. It was a lot.
Can we
it
mow
was a
down
lot
here?
stronger
I need something a bit more.
because you can. You
A bit
can
more
pass
out with
up the
gas.
opportunity.
And it's sick.
If you will.
It's very sick.
One of the reasons I don't understand how I could possibly do that is because of what I went through when I was a kid. I knew how much it bothered me.
Bothers
I knew
me.
how hard it was to live with it.
But that wasn't what you were thinking about when you were talking to her.
No, it's not.
So none of that stuff came up in your mind.
No.
It wasn't the pain that it could cause her or the sadness, the regret that she would have had after.
Or the hurt through because her.
Especially
I knew how
because you
hurt I
were
was.
saying that you were in love with her and that
Were
you
we
were going to get
talking?
married.
Ah,
Yeah.
Chris
Were you
Grant.
serious about that?
No, I'm
Ain't shit anyway.
talking about marrying her right there.
You're gonna marry
know,
you
but
right
you
now.
couldn't
When I
because it would have
said
been
that-
When you're
illegal.
18.
You would have been found out if you tried to marry her
Yeah.
right then.
Yeah. When I said that, I meant when she was 18. That's what I meant when I said that.
So you're just gonna have sex with her with ages from 13 to 17, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't have been able to happen
Or 13 to 18.
before then. So in your mind, you were thinking, I'm going to have this relationship with her for 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why the hell I was thinking that. That I knew it. That
Grade A Lorne logic.
I really hate myself for doing that.
One of the things
fuck
that I was
you,
thinking
Ines.
about that made me sad,
Fuck yeah.
out of the millions of things that made me sad about this situation, was that Kayla's first experience with a man, even just verbally, the things that he told her were going to turn out to be lies. She would have had to feel at 13 years old that a man will say whatever he thinks that she wants to hear in order to have sex with her.
That's pretty sad.
It's devastating.
It's pretty selfish.
It's extremely selfish.
Yeah, it is.
I think that, in all honesty, the entire conversation was about you being horny. It wasn't about finding someone who cared about you or not wanting your money. It was all...
They only cared about my wallet.
That's what it will wound up being. That's
all $5 in that wallet.
That's all that you said.
I mean, that might be $5 might be a bit generous.
Like I said last time as well, I talked about this a lot with Winnie, and I read through the chat, and so much of it is burned into my head. Once again, when you're talking about emotions, and I found somebody who was paying attention to me, and that's why I kept talking to her. Again, that's a protection that you're using for yourself to differentiate yourself from the other predators.
I never thought of it like that. It sucks. That's the level of shit I was.
Mm-hmm. And that's not
an
easy thing for people to get past.
Piece of shit, I am.
No, I can't get
Current
that.
tense. For present tense, rather than current tense. What am I about?
Well, no, I'm talking about everyone else.
No, I know. It's affected me, my life, a lot because people haven't gotten past it. I can't get past it.
You're affecting my life a whole lot.
Fucking day I think about it.
What do you think about?
No, I want to know what you're thinking about, Precious.
Why did I do it?
Well, we already talked about why you did it. We talked about why you did it. It's because you wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old. That was your fantasy.
No, you know what I was doing with 13-year-old.
How I can bring myself to do it is what I'm saying, because I knew it was wrong. And it's not something that I didn't want to be that guy that did that kind of thing. I knew how much hurt it would cause.
Down with that sort of thing.
Careful now. I was fucking disgusted by it. I know you don't want me to say this again, but I knew I did not want to go to the house. But I still went there.
Why did you go there?
Because the thought of having sex with an underage girl turned me on.
Right. So
what are you thinking of?
There,
I can't do his little... It's like a little squeal he does like before he opens his mouth. Or before he's like, when he's happy, he does that little squeal.
All the planning came in.
Fucking piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
Yep. You were a predator.
Yeah, as much as I hate fucking saying that.
Well, you didn't say it, I did.
No. You said it, but I know.
Alien vs. Predator.
Fucked up.
The bad
You
movie.
should say it yourself.
I was a predator. It sense me not saying it because everything I did says that I was.
That's exactly it.
Just give up, you cunts.
Fucking ashamed of it. Disgusted by it. Ashamed of it. Grossed out by it.
Grossed out by it.
So out of the two situations, the two possible situations that it could have been, in that Kayla was a real 13-year-old girl that you had been exposing yourself to, that you had been talking about molesting her and participating in her rape. There's a possibility that she was real. And then the other possibility is that she was a grown woman sitting behind a computer,
technical,
wasting your time in the hopes that you're going to be talking to her and not running into another 13-year-old.
It drives me insane when he does it.
I'm happy it was a sting. I'm happy that I didn't get the chance to hurt anyone.
And not only that, not only showing up, and I know that that's obviously a huge deal, but I've said it before and I'll
These
say it
fuckers
again.
need to give up.
The
Swear
damage
to God.
to Kayla started way before you drove up her driveway.
I know.
The damage to Kayla started
when you rocked up in
she
that
knew
Dodge
rape
Ram.
when you established yourself as a safe person to talk to, when you were the exact opposite.
You're the protector. The older brother.
These are the things that you have to verbalize.
Don't tell anybody on the internet. You'll ask me.
You have to admit them.
The image that started to her was when I started talking sexually to her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna deny it and not say it because I know it. I know it.
Yeah.
Hurts like hell that I'm the kind of guy.
That's the guy who still needs help because he's never gotten away from you. He's been stuck there. You've been trying to suppress him.
He's been stuck there right beside you. You got him right there.
He's not able to leave.
The fucking other guy.
That guy, I don't know how that guy's ever gonna be up to leave. Things about it.
That guy's a piece of shit.
Well, I don't mean
He
leaving.
has a hard time letting people in because of what I did.
Yeah. And the opposite is going to be true as well. People are going to have
He's a hard time letting people in. What? You serious? Yeah, you're blading serious. He fucking lets every catfish talk in the world talk to him.
I think that you're exhausted because
if she has a vagina,
you've been in denial
no one's
for
talking
so
to her.
many years.
It's hard to talk about.
I know.
I'm out of my you.
It is. The worst thing that you can do at this point, Lorne, now that you've started to talk about exactly what you were thinking that first night with Kayla,
Lorne.
the worst
I wouldn't know what you think
thing
about
to do
Lorne.
is go backwards.
I don't want to go backwards. That's part of the reason for me going over Tony and Wendy's, because they don't judge me. They just let me be me while I'm there.
Are you sure about that?
They always take the fucking piss out of
First,
him.
Tony doesn't judge me.
Well, Tony, Winnie told
He
me
probably does.
Well,
that
Tony's probably a
he
pedophile or
actually
two.
laughs at you about getting arrested.
No, yeah, he did. But he tried teasing me about it until he realized that it pissed me off.
Pissed me off.
A lot of anger when I get out.
I basically told Tony go fuck himself.
Tony's
He pissed me off.
Get out on. So I go over there and we get drunk. I said things to him that I've been wanting
Interesting,
for
though.
years.
Yeah, that's some food for thought,
Everything I said.
if you will.
To the point where we
Aye, bugs.
pushed each other around outside, pushed me on the ground, and pushed me off, so I get up.
Jesus
and pushed him down,
Christ.
too. From that motherfucker tried to fucking push me again, and I surprised him because he didn't.
Push me again. I'll beat your ass.
I wound up pushing him on the ground, but we never hit each other.
I think that a lot of your anger was displaced, like it was being placed in different people in different situations because you didn't want to admit what you did and your actual responsibility in it as being 100%.
Yeah, because nobody else drove me there. It was me that drove me there.
I'm a nice guy. Or nice guys.
Right.
It was me that. That's the whole thing.
So I know that there's stuff that has gone on since then on the computer about you.
Computer. You got everything on there.
But I don't know everything, but it looks like there's a lot of stuff. And from what I gather, it all comes down to these excuses that you've had.
All right, yeah.
I mean, just scratching the surface, just looking at some of the comments that people have made, some of the posts and things like that, there's a lot of anger. And it goes with, like, how is this guy denying what he did? He's actually saying he didn't want to go there. He didn't want to talk to her like that.
Oh,
He's
really?
actually seriously doing that? Like, what the fuck? And even on your channel, your own videos were 100% denial.
I know.
And that's why you've been trolled so hard. That's why stuff has happened. It seems to me the response from other people has been completely negative because you're in denial and everybody knows better. Everybody knows better.
The fucking think they know, the fucking dumbasses.
To myself, I didn't want to think myself that way.
I know.
I knew I didn't want to think of myself that way. I was ashamed of myself.
Yeah, and that makes perfect sense. And so when they're getting these responses and these videos about how, well, I'm going to tell you why I went there. And it all comes down to my family and how
Okay.
they treat me. And I was like, wait a minute. I thought this was going to be about how he ended up there. And now he's talking about other people and how everything else seems to boil down to other people did things to me and pushed me in a direction where I ended up taking my dick out for a girl and I drove to her house and wanted to fuck her.
It happens.
And that is so frustrating.
It happens.
So frustrating. So think about it. When I talked to you last time, you were talking about he committed a crime against a poor 12-year-old girl. And his excuse was, I was drunk and I blacked out. And so, it happened.
Oh, I love when he says that. Kayla.
You did not accept that reason.
Did you phone Diane with something?
Being drunk is no
I didn't hang up on you. I would never hang up on you.
Yeah.
And that's what everyone has been hearing.
Kayla.
Yeah, I know. Because I didn't want to admit it.
And now you have.
Shamefully, I listened to those phone calls a lot more than a normal person should.
It's hard to live with it, knowing what I did.
Mm-hmm. And now what you're going to be...
Oh, of course, I always hear I watch Candid Fellows videos, so I hear those sound clips.
Better to keep going deeper and keep getting an understanding and not backslide. Because there's going to be a lot of people, Lorne, who are never, ever going to forgive you. Ever. Those could be people who don't know you at all.
Never, ever.
They can also be people that are in your own family and people who are your friends. It's just going to be a part of the consequence. And they're not a bunch of assholes.
No, I would never hang up on you.
They're not a bunch of people, can't move on with their lives. Like that. It's just...
That'd be fucking hilarious.
That's the way that it's going to be.
I used to have to phone call people. I used to... Oh, I wish I was in... Actually, no, I don't wish I was in that deep pornography at that time. Because that would have been bizarre. But when I used to work for Apple, one of the directives was, if the phone call disconnects, you try and ring them back, just to see if they still need assistance.
And your class.
And imagine if I rang up, I would never hang up on you. Kayla.
The denial that you've had for all of this time.
Did your iPhone die on you or something?
You have become so hated. No one can subtract what happened on that day or on that month. No one can take it away because it already happened. But then after that, you went to prison and nothing ever changed. The only response that people were getting from
I fucking love fruit.
No, it wasn't me. Not my fault.
Or like when people call up, sometimes I very rarely got calls to do with Apple Music or with iTunes. And if it was to do with iTunes, it was a restore. But like music stuff, I rarely got calls about that. It was always fun when I did.
Everybody already knows. It's just that no one's ever heard it from you. It's kind of like when we were talking about your money. Just because people aren't outright calling you an asshole and a fucking deadbeat.
They're a fucking deadbeat,
doesn't
blonde.
mean that that's not what they're thinking.
Okay, sink to me.
And that's not what they're telling their friends and their family. You've said before that you want to be a good man.
Yeah, I do.
Wait, you Russian? No.
Walk around and...
That'll be another classic to use.
Like, oh my god, such a fucking guy.
No, I don't. I think it's what hurts me so bad.
Jeez, they can just keep coming, the bastards.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard for me to live with it.
Oh yeah, so many people had that U2 album on their phones. You could see it in their iTunes library whenever someone would call up.
Can't even like myself for what I did.
And they'd want to use iTunes to restore their phones or whatever. The amount of people that forget their passcodes on their phones, they're locked out of them.
I hate myself for what I did.
It would drive you mad.
I know a lot of victims, Lorne. A lot.
And forgotten Apple ID passwords. Oh Jesus!
It's
the amount of people.
To think about their pain.
Never forget that, by the way.
And how they've been changed.
If you have an Apple ID password, never fucking forget it, because it's a nightmare. Because if you have two-factor authentication on, it's a fucking nightmare to get back.
50 years. And there's scars on her body from how she would cut herself.
Okay.
because that's how she would deal with it.
Preloaded with music.
She had so
I
much
don't think
pain.
I'm that old. I know like Windows used to come with like a few tracks,
Never
like, you know,
had
one, like 2 or 3, like samples.
relationship with a
It's like
man.
sample
She
videos and stuff like
never
that.
did. And it's all because
I'm only a recent Mac user,
someone like you.
so I don't remember if there was any music on old Macs.
That's what breaks my heart.
Oh, jeez, yeah, you don't even know the half of it.
Feel that
It was a nightmare.
I want you to feel that it's because of people like you.
I do feel that.
The two-factor authentication, like, it's just a nightmare. Like, it's really secure, and I'm great it's there because it's handy for me because I don't forget my passwords ever. But if I ever lose my phone, like, at least I know it'll be my data will be safe because it'll lock them out. But for other people calling up, it's just a nightmare to deal with.
That's fucked.
When they had security questions, it was kind of handy because you could kind of prod them. You couldn't tell them you couldn't tell them exactly what the answers were, but you know you kind of dance around it. Because we have data protection laws, pretty strict data protection laws in the EU now. So it made our jobs a lot harder.
For life.
But you could always try to dance around security questions and give them hints, but not give them hints in a way.
You would have destroyed her.
Windows
Your
XP,
intention
yeah, that sounds alright, right?
to do what you did.
That sounds like it had music on it.
Because you were horny.
Selfish.
You were selfish, and all you thought about was your dick.
It's fucking pathetic.
It's sick. It's fucked up.
I was in economics class today, and we were put into groups to discuss the Irish economy from independence in the 1920s, 30s till 1960.
Probably in protective custody.
And our group didn't talk about it at all because I had the laptop there on the desk, and the fucking teacher came up to me. He was asking me about it. So he's in the market for a laptop.
Were you ever in protective?
So I got out of fucking doing group work, so that's handy.
No.
What type of a cell block?
It's a city. Oh yeah.
People like you.
No.
So you were in with people.
Oh, and like I couldn't even say that.
Some had similar charges. Others had murder charges.
Okay.
Because I couldn't see the answers either.
Okay. Well, the reason why you were in
But you'd kind of have it would tell you like you've gotten like 2 right, and you kind of have an idea of what they are, but you couldn't tell them out straight. Tell them out straight. You couldn't even tell them what questions they got the answers to right.
Of you totally.
It was a nightmare.
Your story. And going back to how it
Now I know why they do it, because if you break GDPR laws and they put a case towards you can lose like crazy amounts of revenue.
You're going to be the only one that I get this in depth with it as well.
And having data protected is always pretty good. Is a great cause and all, but it just makes working in tech support a nightmare, especially if you work with sensitive data like that.
I'm not a psychologist.
Yeah, I have a few group. I'm in my final year of my bachelor's degree now, so you know it's a lot of group work. Hey, recipes.
Choose to be opening up to first about all.
A lot of group work. What the fuck am I going to do about this? Every time I try, they fucking because I can't get cavalry.
Because
oh Jesus!
it's not the same.
What do I do?
It be the same?
Because it's not you.
I have an idea.
Well, no, I know it's not me, but she's your best friend.
Yeah, but it's still just not the same.
Not the same.
But I probably do trust Emma with my bank account information, but not to the point where I actually.
No way, go on.
Does that make sense?
Not really.
As much information as I've given you about me, I don't really trust anybody.
I don't trust anybody with my bank account information.
That much information about me. It's not one thing.
I might give my mom my pin now, you know. If she needs it real bad.
Well, Emma.
She borrows them off like a 10 or 20 euros. And...
She actually knows about this stuff.
I know.
In between Winnie calling her a Mexican and a wetback, she tells me that she's really smart. Yeah.
No, I just got. Well, obviously, I'm not like. Because I think the trial happens the week before I go to America.
That's good.
there's some Mexican thing or no.
And not that I'd go anyway, no. I'm busy.
Something I'm ready to get this in depth with.
New staff.
Okay.
1313.
I mean, hopefully there does come a time.
That's a handy one to
when
remember.
you want to talk to someone, you know, someone in. And if that, I mean, I can be on the phone with you when that happens. I don't need to say anything. I can just be.
Yeah,
there.
yeah. It wouldn't be so bad for you, SPs, because you're already in Maine, like, you
So
know.
whenever that time comes, you want to talk to Emma. I know Dan.
Hey, Amy Marie.
Dan's
You're
a good
new.
guy. I might skip over Winnie for the
Or
time
maybe you're
being.
not new and you're just new to the chat. Or maybe you've changed your name. You sound new.
There's still more that I need to figure out too.
My name's
What do you
Amy.
need to figure out?
I don't know, I guess. What, Sadie? You good girl. This just. Wasn't so bad that I did it.
A
Well, what do
floating
you need to
holiday.
figure out?
Bring
Okay.
myself to do it.
What do you think you're gonna find? You know, at the end of that road.
We used to get great holiday hours in Apple, and I was only part-time staff as
Figure
well.
out how you could
It was
do
fantastic.
it. What do you think you're gonna find there? What do you expect?
We even got Thanksgiving days off for Thanksgiving,
I just
and we don't celebrate that.
trying to figure it out after
Oh, Amy Marie and
what
a
happened
few
to
new
me,
streams.
how it
Okay.
affected me. How could I bring myself to do it? What the hell is wrong with my head?
Hey, Chris Wallen.
I'll do it.
Well, I'm gonna ask something of you, and I'm hoping that you can.
Yeah, the music in your streams is always good, Emma.
And I'm gonna ask you, when did the fantasy
Or no,
start
Mom, sorry.
about you being with someone who's young, underage, and a virgin?
Then when I started talking to her that way, that's when that fantasy.
Yeah, I
started.
did. No, it was
Do you think that
It was
you
handy.
have been denying that fantasy?
because
While
Apple's headquarters in Ireland are
the
in Cork,
opportunity
and
presented itself
I don't live anywhere near
in a
Cork, so
creative way, and that's why you're able to engage in it.
Maybe.
they hire college
So
students
let's-
for the
let's
summer
figure that out.
and for the college year
When
to
did
work.
you start
You work
doing that?
you work full time during the summer,
Let's think about it.
and then
I don't know right off the
you
top of that.
work part time during
But
the college
it
year.
was for that night.
I quit though early into it, like before Christmas,
I remember everything.
because my third year last year was hectic, especially before Christmas. Jesus, I had some nasty exams and a big owl essay to do as well. On top of that,
What did you hear about?
Banging and Mangor.
Stories of people.
The money was nice though.
Maybe that's when thought started about it.
So you would hear maybe.
I wouldn't have the money to go to Germany and
being
America
with
if it weren't
a
for
young
that.
girl who was a virgin.
Joab.
And even though that story was on the news, because obviously, most likely he got caught after the fact, after
Yeah, you're-
something terrible happened. But that turned you on.
As much as I hate to admit it, I probably did. Maybe that's when the thoughts started about it. I don't remember when exactly. But
Best call or the funniest call, one of the funniest calls I ever got. Someone threatened to smash up an Apple store. A guy who just got out of jail threatened to fucking smash up an Apple store. And he had a thick like inner city like northern London accent, so he was like, "Fucking hell, man, I'm gonna fucking smash up this store, yeah? If you don't fucking, you scamming me, you ripping me off, mate." And I was like, well, "What did I do?"
Did you ever think about it when you would masturbate?
Apparently, what was happening was he was in jail and he was being charged for Apple Music the whole time because he didn't fucking cancel his Apple Music when he got put in the clink.
It would turn you on.
The fucking Egypt. Or it was. I don't know if it was Apple Music now, or it was some subscription service, but I want to say it was Apple Music. Or I've had to cancel or help people cancel their dating apps before.
What about
That was funny.
any
And get them a refund.
Online.
There was actually a cute lady that called up and she was like, "Oh, can you?" She was really embarrassed about it as well. I could tell. She was like, "Oh, she was at work too, so she was on a time limit. It was like must have been break time, and she wanted to get this cancelled before her work buddies came in, and she was like, "Oh, can you cancel this app?" And I go in, and it's OK Cupid or something, so one of those. And cancel it for her anyway. She's like, "Thank you." You can hear her whisper over the phone. Apparently, she told me she'd met someone on the app, and that's why she wanted to cancel it. I mean, she didn't really have to give me a reason. She just told me. Because I don't really care.
Even just casually.
It was quite sweet.
Because I'm not talking about like
You're not incarcerated.
relationships and things like that. I'm just casually.
Even just casually, I never talked to anybody that wasn't young like that.
So, I'm curious about something because I know that with Perverted Justice, they had their decoys, and they were positioning.
Yeah, I don't know, Amy. I don't know what his fucking deal was. He was fucking tapped. He was in the middle of. He was in an Apple store as well. When he's calling me.
There were a couple of them that were there.
Or the amount of people. Oh, can you cancel this? So I have a subscription, but I don't know. I don't know what it is, or I subscribed to it by mistake. You subscribed to a Tinder subscription service by mistake, did you? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand you not remembering.
I didn't say that to them, obviously, on Call of Jesus Christ, no.
So brief,
it was always funny. It was always Tinder that was the one that they subscribed to by mistake.
You would go to them.
It seemed like a recurrence, a recurring thing.
It wouldn't go anywhere.
Most of the people that I talked to over the phone were English as well. Because
I remember there was one room that I was in. It was in Dublin.
Apple in Ireland down there in Cork is the headquarters for Europe. So
every girl just said hello.
We did the calls for England.
Every girl in that room. Just something.
And you get a few from Saudi Arabia as well, and far-flung places, but it's mostly England.
Have conversations.
Maybe a couple come in from Ireland every once in a blue moon.
Said hello to every one of them. I remember that one room that I did that in.
Okay. And I'm assuming that that's the one where you came across Kayla, because that's the story.
Let's check it with Jill Awards. Wait.
Since then.
I don't remember if that was the same room or not.
Okay.
I just would click on the names.
Or when the kid in the house rings up a bill on microtransactions in a game, that's another one. Usually from what I'm told, I didn't personally do the refunds myself, but from what I'm told, they're pretty sound when it comes to refunds for genuine mistakes like that.
Really stupid.
Well, it might be stupid,
as far as I know.
But it's just I did it. I didn't really need to have a conversation with anyone. It just clicked down through every female name and said hi. Because
for the five or six or so months I was there, whenever someone you get a few refund calls every day.
No.
And you'd never have no one would be turned down from what I remember.
I can look on their profile and it would say female.
Okay. And then
so they were pretty sound about that stuff.
Right.
Well, some of them had pictures and some didn't.
Okay.
Do I remember any of the pictures? No.
Well, I understand that. Do you remember Kayla's picture?
Naked gun. I want a refund.
I remember the pictures that she sent me.
Okay.
Or some of them. I remember some of them. And even at the time when she sent me the pictures.
And naturally enough, all the longest calls were at the end of the day as well. So you'd go into fucking overtime, or you'd fucking waste a load of time on a long call at the end of the day.
There was at least two different girls that weren't the same.
It'll be always, it'll be 7 o'clock. You're on a 4-hour shift from 4 to 7, and you're approaching 7:30, so you're kind of ready to wrap up. And then, of course, inevitably, some old biddy from some old lady from Southampton, some sweet old lady from Southampton calls up, or somewhere, or London calls up, and they've got some old banger of an iPad, and they don't know what's wrong with it altogether, so they can't explain what's wrong with it. And it turns out, I'd imagine, it usually turns out that it needs to be restored or something using iTunes. So then you have to they have to wheel out their Windows XP from the early 2000s and blow the dust off it like the Bible, and fucking download iTunes and install it, which on Windows takes a fucking year. No matter how powerful your machine is, it takes a fucking year. And then you have to update the thing. Jesus Christ, nightmare.
She sounded like she was 9.
And you have to sit there in silence while it downloads.
That messed me up.
It didn't sound like it messed.
Whenever there was an iTunes call and it was a Mac, you were sorted. Because it's pre-installed. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't think I don't think I'm ever going to beat them.
It messed me up because I was like, that didn't sound like
I just can't get through.
Girl. And when I got there, and Casey was there, and her hair was brown, that messed me up. Like, everything clicked that nothing was the same, but nothing was clicking.
Almost clicking.
To tell me.
So then, when you were talking to Kayla, I don't remember exactly her name, but it was something like Kayla Princess.
My name's Amy.
Right.
See, Amy.
It was something like super girly, like young.
Yeah.
So when you saw that name,
Or the transfer into another language always was. If it was Arabic, you were sound.
she was a young girl.
Because the guys, because the Arabic fellas would always call you up and just say, no English, Arabic. And you'd be like, sound? That's good. And then you go over to the Arabic. You call up the Arabic guys and go, here, I've got a fella here now. He wants to speak Arabic. And they'd be like, cool, send him over. But other language was always a bit, you could always get a bit hairy. One time I got a call from, it was from an Apple store in like Amsterdam, I think. It was in Holland anyway.
And the thought of the whole thing.
And the customer was Japanese. And oh, Jesus. Her English, well, here, God bless her, man. Her English wasn't the best. I assume what happened to her, she was on holidays in, either on holidays or working in the Netherlands. And she got stranded with her iPhone, got fucked up or something.
It's obviously a
and
name.
I tried my best, but I couldn't make head or tail of what she was saying to me.
She says she's 13.
And I'm sure I didn't help either with my fucking thick old, West of Ireland accent.
She sounds like a little baby. Literally.
So like, I just sent her over to, I called up the Japanese line.
There was nothing
and
that made it real.
Just a bit of internal information here. The Japanese Apple tech support line is fucking always crowded. You have to wait ages to get through them. Same with iTunes for refunds. It takes fucking ages. So if you ever call for a refund in the UK, in Europe at least, it takes fucking ages to get through them.
Well, there's more for you to admit. The answers are there.
I get to the Japanese fella. He doesn't speak English either. So I'm like, English. Hi, hi, hi. And I switch it over. And he's like, hi, hi, hi.
I never even meant to.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, good.
I've never had those types of thoughts.
My name's Aim. This is Bartlett Construction.
To young girls like that.
What does what sound mean? What does sound mean? Oh, sound means like okay, I guess, you know, or good. I'm sound. I'm good.
I've always loved kids. All of those things.
Let me get an owl, actual.
Because the question.
Yeah, sound can mean like cool or awesome or good, you know.
How could you do it? Are way too difficult.
Like, how are you doing? I'm doing sound, or that lad is sound.
There's absolutely nothing to figure out.
He's good. He's good.
Already know.
Yeah, because I was horny and.
I'm horny and.
Right, and the thought of it did not just.
I think they say it in England too. Pretty sure.
That day. When you
especially the north of England, where a lot of Irish people
that day,
ended up.
You've been fantasizing about
hanging their hat
for a long time, and finally, it became safe for you to push it further, to actually say the words to her.
But I've never masturbated to it. I've never sat there.
Oh, Arabic? No, I don't know. I don't know a word. But the Arabic guys always spoke English. The
I said to her,
Apple Arabic guys, rather, I should say. They always spoke English.
About this stuff like that. I've never.
Or they had enough English to take to say, okay, yeah, I'll take the collar. They knew that much at least.
I've never gone to that depth till that day.
If you didn't.
The Arabic dudes were always pretty good at English, I thought.
You know, think about the things that made it. Having sex with an underage girl exciting for you. If you never thought about it before that day, why did it all of a sudden
Winnie! Name of sound more than body.
I am trying to change breasts, I think.
I'll just fucking charge him with 3. For a bunch of fucking two-handed swordsmen and see what happens. Nothing's working. I'm all out of ideas. The Britons were not the best sort of fucking Civ to come up against.
Don't let other people say that you're getting away with doing it.
I wish I could kill you.
I wish I could
And make
kill
you
you.
come back to life and not be a pedophile. That way nobody was making fun of me.
Babe, there's nothing that we can do about what happened to me in the past. But if what happened to me in the past didn't happen, you and I never would have happened.
I went to school with someone who, during class time, I think it was a game. I think that someone got angry because she kept saying, praise Jesus. Customer service rep, wow. Praise Jesus.
That's what you can think about it.
I mean, I always slip out like religious, like, you know, like, oh Jesus, or, you know, or oh my God, or, you know, or sweet Jesus, sweet Lord in heaven. I'm not religious at all. It's just
anybody else
was
Everybody.
Ireland is so Catholic, or was so Catholic in the past. Like, it just, the phrase has just kind of stayed around.
Trying to make money off the unfortunate things like having children.
I'm a pagan.
They try to profit off it.
I'm an evil pagan guy.
They make a profit off it, though. Huge profit.
Praise Jesus. I like that.
Realize exactly what they were doing.
You're a mean one, Mr. Gray.
I got this Malaysian lady once who I really shouldn't have done this because it's not really our scope. Or maybe no. What did I do again? Actually, no. Maybe not. Well, they were kind of iffy. It was kind of iffy using third-party apps that weren't Apple made. It was kind of iffy about supporting them, but.
Hello?
But this Malaysian lady called her. She was in England, but she was from Malaysia. But she was having problems with YouTube, and we got her fixed for her in the end. And she was watching a load of fucking whatchamacallit, like Jesus videos, and she was like watching mass or something. And I was like, oh, God love you, God bless you, man. She was like, oh, God bless you, and I was like, oh, thanks. She was lovely, actually.
Soda at you for being a pedophile.
I'm not a pedophile.
I'm not a pedophile.
They don't care. They're gonna throw soda anywhere.
No, they're not going to, honey. Are you gonna love me less because of what people think of me when they don't know me?
Maybe.
Oh, if it was a flat earther, Jesus, I don't know what I would have done. And then it's the time fucking these two fellas opening up Safari, and boom, Pornhub.com. He opens up his tabs, and you can see Pornhub.com there. Something MILF was in the title anyway. That's all I saw.
I don't know why I hate
before he shut it down. So he's into the old MILFs. So he is. Fair fucks to him. It was two Welsh fellas, so they were a great crack. And they had a good laugh about it, like.
You hate me, you love me, and I love you. I'm certainly not gonna let anything that anybody else says get in the way of the way I feel about you.
I don't know if I love you.
You don't know if you love me.
I'm talking handsome. God. Jeez, my Snapchat's fucking blowing up. What's going on?
After all this time of loving me, and you don't know if you love me or now, or not now.
The single's red.
Other people say.
You've been coming in your phone. What's going on? Oh, no wonder they've fucking just throwing shit at me. It's 3 relics. No wonder.
I told you that's not gonna happen anymore.
You always say that. You always say that. You always say that. You always say that.
Oh, on.
Oh my word.
Say that. You always say that.
No, I'm promising you it's not gonna happen anymore.
make a beeline for that fucking
It's gonna
castle.
happen again before the end of the week. Even last
No,
week,
it's
you
not.
weren't drunk. You were texting
Not
me
much,
shit
Lee. Not
about
much, really.
Jack.
Just
I
listen to
was
the call, you know.
asleep, and you said
That's
you
talking about
fucking
some stories from my
fuck you.
tech support days with Apple there now.
Um,
I might go back. Who knows? I left on good terms.
I'm not perfect, and I'm fixing things about me, but you look at the things that you do too.
No!
Things that ignore, please me, and
Don't you turn it around on me.
Jesus.
I'm not turning around. I'm pointing things out to you that
When I do something bad, I
That-
tell you about it. And when you're drunk, you accuse me of doing mean, bad stuff. All the fucking time. And you don't have any reason to.
when I'm
believe me.
yes, when
And then I teach
when
you
I'm
about
drunk,
your
that's my
dad.
fault.
Don't
I'm
you
drunk,
deflect.
that's my fault for doing that
That's
stuff.
exactly what Roy did earlier. Tried to tell you about how it wasn't his fault, it was yours. No, you're giving Mom a hard time. Whatever.
His hand or his third best?
When
What's
I'm
the other
doing
two?
something, that's my fault.
His ass.
I understand that. But when
That's
you
the lad
tease
as
me
is, yeah.
about one
Oh.
suck some other guy's dick,
No.
that's not my fault that you tease me.
Let's not do that.
You tease me to get a reaction out of me. And it works. Just like Dan said, it works every time.
Don't tease me.
You get the reaction that you want out of me so you know how I feel about it.
So it's reasonable then that you do that to me, that you call me those names. That's justified, right?
Fucking
Because
bitch.
I tease you,
No, that's
that you
not
can call me a
justified.
whore and a slut. Then stop defending your behavior with that excuse. It's not a good one. You are mean and abusive verbally, and you don't admit it.
I admit it. I've been verbally abusive.
Thank you.
And I'm changing that. I'm changing that. Well, you can
If you
ask
love me, you'll take my last name.
Kayla Marie Moore.
I'm not taking your last name. I'm keeping my name. Keeping my name.
No.
The Armstrong brand is damaged, Lorne. I think you should give up the name.
I
Don't
love you.
care.
You are.
I don't care.
I love you for the person that you are, not the name.
I don't care.
I know, right? Recipes.
I don't care what people in your class
Love
say.
is
You and me
enough.
both.
It's not enough, my teacher said. It's respect for each other. And you're Lorne Pollard.
No, I'm not Lorne Pollard. Your ex-husband's last name is Pollard.
So what?
So I'm not changing my last name to Pollard. I'm not changing my last name, period.
Yes, you are. You're taking my ex's last name if you really love me.
No, I love you. That has nothing. Loving you has nothing to do with the name. I love you for the person that you are. I'll be damned if I'm gonna.
I can't hear you again.
I'll be damned. I love you. For
Oh
the
my
person
God.
that you are. Not because of the name.
Chat's a piece of shit, huh?
I'll be damned if I'm gonna change my name because of the way that people in your class feel or think. I don't know them for shit.
I don't know them for
I know
sure.
you, and I know I love you.
I'm not
I don't
taking
know
your
them
name,
people.
no matter what.
Okay, keep your ex-husband's last name then.
I'm going to.
Ain't going to.
Only means more to you.
What?
Said he must mean more to you. You want to
No.
keep his last name? You want
I
to
don't
take your
want
first
to
name?
change it to Armstrong.
Yeah.
Change
The
it to your
Armstrong
first name.
brand, not a good look
What
right
is
now.
it? You don't even know what it is.
So I wouldn't change my Armstrong.
It's heartbreak.
It's damaged. Damaged goods.
How did you know that?
Because you told me.
This is gonna fail as well.
You have to change your last name to Hardwick.
I'm not changing my last name to Hardwick. I'm not changing my last name, period.
Don't you want your last
We
name
don't
to
need...
be Hardwick?
No,
Heydrich Himmler.
I'm strong.
Armstrong.
Maybe we don't have to change our last names to be happy. Us being together will make us happy.
No.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, it will.
It'll make me happy being with you.
Or the wedding is on.
Wedding is off. Hard Rick.
I'm not changing my last name.
Yes, you're going to be Lorne Armstrong Pollard, and I'm going to be Winnie Pollard Armstrong.
Vicky Pollard. No, you wouldn't know that. that's way too fucking localized.
And
Of a meme.
Why would I add
have
Pollard?
to change her name too. To Linda Pollard.
Why would I? Yeah, no. No, that's not gonna happen.
Yes.
Mama Gwen Pollard.
No.
Gorilla Pollard.
You don't know how
You want to call the wedding off because if you want to call the wedding off because of the last name, then you didn't love me as much as I thought you did.
If you're not going to change your last name, something so tiny, then you don't love me as much as I thought you did.
I'm not asking you to change your last name.
I'm asking you.
I'm
gonna change my last name to France.
My last name.
Then
My name's Amy.
You Arriva Dercy.
This tells me you don't love me as much like you say you do.
Yeah. No, you're right.
You don't love me enough to make a tiny change.
Yeah, Vicky Pollard. She was a character on a sketch TV show from England called Little Britain, and she's like a scumbag. Like, what they're called chavs in England. Like,
I already told you I would.
Oh,
basically just a scumbag. Like,
okay then, you have to take my last name.
Huh?
yeah, it is a man. Yeah, it's Matt Lucas.
When all I care about is having you. All I care about is spending every day of my life with you.
Lorne Armstrong Hardwick.
I'm not, baby. I'm not changing my last name.
Yes, you are.
Winnie deserves a Nobel Peace
No,
Prize.
I'm not.
Then I'm not going to be Wendy Armstrong.
Keep your last name if you want. We can still be married and not have to change our names.
Good. Stop calling
Greta Thunberg and Winnie for the next Nobel Prize winners.
Well, you wanted me to call you Winnie Armstrong before, and you liked it.
I know, now I hate it.
I called that people.
Yeah, we are. I think we are.
No.
I think you're right, huh?
I do.
Alright. Bye.
Michael Scott. Yes, I love The Office. It's a shame that's only on fucking, what's it called? Amazon Prime, because I don't have that anymore.
I don't want you to call me it anymore because we're not engaged yet.
I could use some entertainment on the plane over to. Well, they have the in-flight entertainment, but I don't know what's on that. That could be shite.
Make up your mind.
I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch.
The chickens before they hatch.
You can count your chickens with me because
What's that?
I don't even have chickens.
I know I want to marry you.
Chitlins.
How can you count chickens if you don't have them?
Yeah, you can count your chitlins too.
Jeez, what the fuck
I know
happened
I
here?
want to marry you. I love you.
Why wouldn't I want to marry
I
you?
don't want to spend the rest of my life with anybody else. I want you.
What's it called when
Make
you
me
sit on
happy.
the ground and your legs are crossed? Like if you sit on the ground and your legs are crossed over each other. What's that called?
Indian style.
Oh,
Indian style.
that's horrible.
Why? That's what the Indians used to sit. That's
Indian.
What they call that. Indian.
I wonder if
Like
Lorne could
anymore.
point out India on the map.
I don't know. I haven't seen many Indians lately.
When was the last time you saw one?
I think when I watched
Indians, man.
Gunsmoke.
A sound bunch of lads.
Oh
Have you
no.
ever seen an
I don't watch
Indian
Little
in
Awesome Prairie. Huh?
You have a lot of stuff
Have you
to be
ever
done.
seen an Indian in Maine?
Oh, okay. You don't have to.
Yeah, I have.
How did you know?
I don't want to climb my ladder before I earn it now,
I am part Indian.
How
Chris
did you
Cost
know you was an
applesauce.
Indian? You don't. Just because you're part Indian don't mean you got fucking Indian radar, idiot. I thought I had white person radar when I was getting hard-ons for Dan.
Oh,
He's got Indian. He's part Indian. Is he from what part? Mumbai?
How did I know it was an Indian that
New Delhi?
Yeah.
Because they were with other Indian people that was in a tribe.
Are you just singing me lyrics to a song?
A Tribe Called Lorne.
Am I gonna sing any lyrics to a song?
Is that what you're doing?
Like
It's
what?
not funny.
No, I'm not saying lyrics to a song.
Oh.
I was telling you. Indians were in a tribe. There's tribes of Indians here in Maine that obviously modernized Indians now, but they
Why
still
do they have that dot on
tribal
their
stuff.
heads?
I do not know.
Jesus.
I don't know why do they do a lot of things that they do. Their own beliefs.
Whenever I call to get my computer fixed, one of those Indian guys always comes on.
What you say?
The old tech support.
He says,
Hello, my name is James.
"Thank you for calling Dow. Lorne is part of the Booyah tribe."
I didn't make to make references.
God, you say it just like the whitest boy that's ever been white in the world.
White boy.
That's because I'm white, baby.
He's always say.
Proud to be white?
Oh, he said that like he was proud.
I am.
Oh!
I'm strong. I'm proud to be white.
Wah, 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 wah.
People try to make other people feel for being white, like we have a privilege.
I know.
Oh my
I
god.
help the way that you're born.
Big old banging Nazis off Lorne.
I think it's racist that we can't say white power and black
Big
and brown
old banging neo-Nazis
black
off
and
Lorne.
brown power.
Well, they shouldn't be saying black power and brown power.
Why?
They should not be saying that. Well, because that's true. If we get, I don't know, it must be Sadie. If we can't say
Sadie's
white
covering
power,
her
or
ears.
if we, no, she's got to scratch.
Oh, this is
She
good.
can't
This is
go
a
lay
living
in on the
room.
bed. She got my spot.
This is going
Get up and then-
very poorly.
If you can't say
Every
white
time,
power, what,
I get just
baby?
wiped out immediately.
And I said it's not right that. I said you're right when you say that it's not right that they say black power and brown power.
I think I've pushed
and
him into
we
a
say
corner,
white
though.
power, because that's just them taking us out and saying it's all right for them to say.
Lorne's doing an owl salute now, and he's goose stepping around the trailer when he's talking on the phone, like, you know.
But still, at the same time, there's hundreds of years of the white man having authority over the black and brown.
Lorne's like,
But it's still lies. People still see it that way today.
the dude and
Black and brown people need to be more educated about things in order.
I wonder if Lorne's gonna write Mein Kampf when he's in fucking jail.
Everybody is equal because
That's what taking it abroad too. Mein Kampf.
they're not equal
My struggle.
to the white person.
And you can't see white power.
They should be equal to the white person. It's just that they keep bringing it up hundreds of years of what our ancestors did that had nothing to do with us because we didn't do it. But we have to defend what we are.
Emma had a shirt on.
I'm from Ireland. We're sound like
and it
the
was
fucking
brown,
it's the Brits that
and I
they're
stuck my finger in my pussy and rubbed the blood on her and said, "We all bleed the same color," and I made her take off the shirt.
You're right. We all bleed the same color, but you shouldn't have wiped your blood on her.
economics. Lorne economics.
Would she like it if I wore a shirt that said
Wine
white
coffee.
pride? There's nothing wrong with that, right? Do you think there's something wrong with me wearing a shirt that says white pride?
No, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It doesn't say
Some
white power. It's
An
white
NBC
pride.
Holocaust.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, Lord.
That's completely different.
And I have the back of it is a Confederate flag, and I will wear it one day. And if anybody doesn't like it, I'll say, well, you can be proud of being whatever you are, and I support that. And you have to let me be proud of who I am, a white girl who's superior to you because I have really cute dimples and the whitest skin. You don't hear anybody writing books called Snow Black, do you? No. Right, baby?
I never thought about that, but
Snow Black would be like a sick, like
version of Snow White.
what do they call those movies where it's like?
And you know how that turned out? It was
they're like
so
they're made in the
my
'70s.
white pride shirt is not disrespectful.
Oh, what the fuck
I'm
called,
gonna
man?
wear it on our wedding day.
well,
Blaxploitation films, is that it?
A wedding dress.
I think.
No.
White pride.
Jackie Brown, the
That doesn't bother anything.
fucking Tarantino film is
It's
one
just
of them.
saying that you're proud to be white.
I
Proud
am.
of your heritage. That's
Be like one of those.
Be ashamed of it all. There's nothing to be looked down upon either. Because you're
We'll
not saying
tear
white
this
power.
goddamn
You're
country
saying white pride.
Lorne loves
Like my baby says.
the Aryan master race. He loves the blonde hair. I love your eyes.
Going to the country about the Civil War. We've already had.
Blaxploitation. I think that's
They
it.
tried to say Jesus was black.
Black Dynamite. That's a serious film. That's class. So funny. So good.
I don't like a lot of what Hitler said and did.
No,
He didn't do
you
many
should have
good
taken
things.
that part out of the Bible. Do you really think Jesus could be black? Every picture I've ever seen of Jesus, he's white.
Lorne doesn't like Hitler. He likes Mussolini, said. I like Il Duce.
That's like separating people and saying, you know,
Oh, I forgot to tell
oh, how do I say this?
Lorne's getting into some complex issues right about now.
It's like saying, okay, you have
Black Shaft, Black, yeah, it's those kind of movies.
because I have brown hair.
Those are sick.
My hair is
I need to watch more of those actually.
I'm really having a
Those are
difficult time
really good.
understanding you. Can you please fix your microphone or whatever?
okay. How's that better?
A little bit better. I think
Good
there's something
time.
obstructing the microphone, and you have your chin on it or something.
My volume wasn't up all the way either. Is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what I was saying is, it's like you have black hair and I have brown hair. So it's like if you said that because you have black hair and you have more power than me because I have brown hair. But my hair
The black hair master
is
race.
a little bit coarse.
Come
Your
on,
hair
man.
is a little bit coarse. But the difference is that you have black hair and I have brown hair. So if you have more power just because you have black hair,
Oh yeah, Black Dynamite's full of fucking
then
raunchy
because I have
stuff.
brown hair. What difference is it?
Deficient.
Deficient.
There's no difference.
Yes, it means that you have a gene. You have a gene that's deficient.
No.
Yeah.
It means that we still bleed the same color.
No, it means I put you on the
They
list.
still
to see
bleed
your
the same
color
color.
where we
Red,
stand
white,
right
and blue,
now with the
baby.
lamp plugged in, so you can die.
The sound of an eagle. That's a crow. That's not an eagle, that's a crow.
Because not all people in the world have black hair.
Because I'm gonna put you in the chamber.
Fucking Run to the, or what's that fucking?
Do you really want?
Is Run to the Hills an album, or I know it's a song.
You're really boring.
I don't know if it's an album now.
I
That'd
wish
be
it
pretty
was
sick,
like that
though.
Twilight Zone episode where you can pick your hot body. And like the ugly girl who didn't want to choose a hot body and just be herself, she would realize that she fucking sucks. At the end, she went and got a hot body too. We should do that, and then you could trade your face. That way you wouldn't have fucked up teeth anymore, baby.
I wouldn't have fucked up teeth anymore if I wouldn't have smoked if I wouldn't have gotten in an accident. That's why my teeth.
Oh Jesus.
My teeth used to be perfect.
Number of the Beast. Yeah, okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
I love you, baby.
I love you too, and you suck.
I know, but I always suck you.
I want to sack you. Lorne, ever
Maybe I
with
really
subtlety.
can't wait to slide a ring on your finger. very special.
A man of romance is our Lorne.
I very much want to make sure you know that for the rest of your life.
I want to be married to you and wake up next to you every single day for the rest of my life. Right after December 3rd. If I can find a good coke dealer in your area.
No coke.
No coke.
That's why you're in rehab. You're not rehab. Rehab.
Jeez, Winnie would love Ireland. It's full of coke these days.
You're in there, so you can get away from the coke. You know you can do it.
We're not going to talk about that. I'm in rehab and I'm trying. But...
Something else I get rid of. I don't want to get any villagers now.
A bump?
Okay.
You want a bump?
You want a bump?
I want a bump.
A bun.
Bump! Like a speed bump.
Bump.
And a bump.
That's what I said, a bump.
A bump!
Yes, baby, that's
Now
what I said.
the heroin's kind of stuck. Is kind of that's only in the big inner city places like out Limerick and Dublin.
You trying to get over it.
The junkies up in Dublin be like,
speed bump.
"Can I borrow a
Your
fiver?"
mom's a speed bump.
Every now and then you hit a bump and you want it again. But once you're over the bump, it's fast. You get further along in your recovery. So finally, you don't.
As far as I know, meth isn't really a thing around.
The Fast and the
Luckily.
Furious.
I love you so much.
Bring me some Coke. Cokehead Wendy, man. I thought she liked Pepsi. God.
Can't wait to wake up to your beautiful face.
What?
So I can't wait to wake up to your beautiful face.
Why?
Because I love you.
Okay. Have you ever had a poop in your butt?
Yeah, a couple times.
I hate it.
Had one early this morning when I was putting the toilet in.
Putting the toilet in.
Fuck.
You already used our new
My clothes
toilet.
on. I had to.
No,
That's why I put it in.
I don't like that.
Jesus, recipes. That I'd say that's more effective than Chinese water torture.
I don't want to sit on a toilet you sat on before.
Why not?
Well, good luck on that one, baby. If we're gonna be married living together.
If you don't sit on the same toilet as me, you don't love me.
I'm putting a new this new toilet that I put in today actually came from my Sharon's house. My Sharon changed it over, showing a different toilet. Huh?
Sharon doesn't know how to change her toilet.
No, she had Roy change the toilet.
I can't hear you now, stupid.
I said she had Roy change the toilet for her. She wanted a new toilet, and she wanted to get rid of that one. So and I'm like, well, that one, the one that Aunt Sharon had, is just like brand new. So I took that one, and I changed the one that was in here. Put that in there today. It's just like brand new. Then I get another brand new one for our master bathroom.
Big man.
I got a brand new one that's haven't even been out of the box yet.
I want a toilet seat that your ass has never touched, because that's disgusting.
You don't like my ass?
What do you mean that's disgusting? You want to touch my ass?
No, not while you're pooping, pig.
Why not?
No, I'm pooping. The hell's the difference? You want to poop on me while I'm eating you out?
Motherfucker.
I don't want to share.
I think I'm gonna just give up.
What? You're a little shit.
It's 11 o'clock now, so I better fucking go for a shower and go to bed.
I said I want to share everything with you.
So I think I just give up there now.
No! I'm gonna get my own
Impenetrable wall. They set up there.
Fine, but I'm going to steal one of your fries when you're not looking.
You do that and you're gonna lose your fucking